feel like a little pickle when I mention my friend Dickus. What about you? Do you find it reasonable when I say the name Dickus? He has a wife, you know. You know what she's called? Incontinentia butter. Shut up! What is all this? I've had enough of this rowdy, rebel, sticking behavior. Silence! Call him guards. Do not seize him! Beat him! Blow your noses and seize him!
I see him. Kill him. Yeah! I say we hang him, then we kill him. Yeah! I say we stop him. Yeah! Then we tattoo him. Yeah! Then we hang him. Yeah! And then we kill him. Yeah!
I remember when I was a little girl, our house caught on fire. I'll never forget the look on my father's face as he gathered me up in his arms and raced to the burning building out on the pavement. And I stood there, shivering in my pajamas, and watched the whole world go up in flames. And when it was all over, I said to myself, is that all there is to a fire? Is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's break out the booze and have a ball. If that's all And when I was 12 years old, my daddy took me to the circus, the greatest show on earth. There were clowns and elephants and dancing bears, and a beautiful lady in pink tights flew high above our heads. And as I sat there watching, I had the feeling that something was missing. I don't know what, but when it was all over, I said to myself, is that all there is to the circus? Is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's break out the booze and have a ball. If that's all there is. And then I fell in love with the most wonderful boy in the world. We'd take long walks down by the river, or just sit for hours gazing into each other's eyes. We were so very much in love. And then one day, he went away, and I thought I'd die, but I didn't. And when I didn't, I said to myself, is that all there is to love? Is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep... I know what you must be saying to yourselves. If that's the way she feels about it, why doesn't she just end it all? Oh no, not me. I'm not ready for that final disappointment. 'Cause I know, just as well as I'm standing here talking to you, that when that final moment comes and I'm breathing my last breath, I'll be saying to myself, is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, Let's break out the booze and have a ball. If that's all there is.
Ron and Fez show, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. What's that noise I'm hearing in my microphone already, Dave?
All right, there we go.
What was that?
It was one of the microphones making that noise. I don't know why it was hissing.
Which one was on?
That one.
Why would the other ones be on, though?
That one, I just kind of went ahead and hit that one as well. Fat fingers, basically, what the problem was.
I thought maybe there was somebody there sitting there I didn't see, or what was going on. Dave, you're on top of things today?
Absolutely, Mr. B. 100%.
You know, do me a favor. Take the Semper Fi act down. Just a fucking heartbeat.
Okay.
All right? Just be a person.
Gonna do it today.
If I want a cadet, I'll go to fucking West Point and do a radio show there. That's not gonna happen. I don't know where you're going off with this whole spit fucking shine thing, but it ain't going down for me. All right, it's the Ron and Fez show, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. I'm Ron, there's Fez.
Hiya, buddies.
He's turning on every microphone he can in the place today, because hopefully a choir will stop by a little later. Gary, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, is Fez dead yet? Can we get a replacement in there?
Fez drank on Friday. Drank quite a bit, and how you feeling, Fezzy?
I actually still feel a little drunk. I still feel like I've got it flowing through my system at some point.
I heard you went out later to the Blue Room after the show, but the word I had is that you were drinking club sodas.
Yeah, I got to the Blue Room, and I just didn't have a taste for any more alcohol. I was kind of like teetering on that. I'm going to be puking in the Blue Room, men's room, if I don't stop immediately.
Well, if you ever saw that, you wouldn't be the first person to.
So, and then once I got my bearings back, I started having a couple beers. So those were my first beers since the heart attack, too. Everything's a first.
How'd the beer taste to you? Were you already too drunk to really enjoy that first beer?
Yeah, to me it was just like trying to put more liquid down my throat.
Oh. Cum?
No.
I just naturally assumed.
Beer.
It's just who else calls it liquid?
Well, at that point, I really wasn't tasting anything. It was just, I just kept drinking. And then the rest of the night, probably got home not too late, but then just massive spins and the headache. Something I didn't miss from the past year, that's for sure.
Well, it was well worth it, because you were funny as hell on Friday. You're a funny drunk when you're not being an annoying, sobbing drunk. So you're literally the best and worst of both worlds.
The problem is I can only offer you both.
Yeah.
I can't offer you one or the other.
Well, when it was, I mean, you were funny for so long. And then when you wanted to go into sobbing, melancholy, Fez, I tried to pull you out of it a little bit. But you almost had your head down just so you could fight your way to Sad Town.
I just really wanted...
Sorry, that was my fault by accident.
What the hell was that?
No, my finger slipped.
All right, so we've been doing this show for fucking 7 minutes, and 2 slipped fingers.
Yeah, that was...
You're lucky you're on the other fucking side of the glass today, because really I'm not in the mood.
I hear you.
Earl was with us for how long? Did his fucking finger ever slip?
No.
All right, now I don't want to get off to a bad mood. Robin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, but I just want to find out what bridge Earl jumped off of when his football pick didn't hit, and that's why you're in such a foul mood, right?
866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. I don't even know whether we should do this one today.
I know with my drunkenness that I also, massive headache afterwards that took the rest of Saturday pretty much to get over. And then...
Oh, so you had a bad Saturday.
Yeah.
You're the one with the bad Saturday.
Well, I had a bad physical Saturday is what I had.
So go ahead.
Oh, and then I've lost my voice and still feel drunk to this day. It's very odd.
How would you lose your voice?
Because I think I was talking way too much at the Blue Room. And I think I just, kind of got loud and ugly there and just shot out the pipes.
Mitchell, you're on Ron and Fez.
What happened to Mr. Perfect Street? I lost my ass with giving up 14.5 friggin' points.
There's never been a worse fucking name for anybody than Mr. Perfect. It's literally the stupidest fucking name in history. For 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. So, I understand some listeners hung out with you, but do you remember everything from Friday, or you don't?
You know what? I remember it once I'm reminded. Like, if someone tells me something, like, a friend Flipper called me Saturday morning, woke me up, and was telling me some stuff that I did on Friday's show, and it, kind of clicked in my head, but for a lot of it, I do not remember.
Darren, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I just want to say I hate to see you in a bad mood that your picks went bad, but you got to remember at least the Bears kicked some major ass yesterday.
The Bears did kick major ass, and I don't know whether it's because the Bears are good or the Giants just are not good. I thought of the Giants as a pretty good team, not a great team, not the normal kind of team that you would see at the top of a division, but since the NFC is just so bad this year, they're being put up as a good team. That had to kill you, Dave.
Yeah, once again, the Giants just got outcoached. I'm sorry, but Tom Coughlin's going to be the death of the Giants. That's all there is to it. You can't go for a field goal, a 52-yard field goal in the wind at Giants Stadium. It's utterly insane.
Yeah, that is, but they didn't lose by 3 either, bro. I mean, they got this shit kicked out of them. When you got some fucking team down in the pouring rain, and you let them run 22 fucking yards when they should be passing, when they're trying to run out the half, and you basically let them get a touchdown and come close at the first half, that's not a fucking championship caliber team. That's not a team who really wants to win.
I mean, it shows that Rex Grossman can get rattled. He got rattled early, and then he got allowed to be put back in sync again.
Skip, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect. Did he jump off that bridge yet? Thank you very much. All right.
What do you want? You fucking tell everybody that you're perfect. You tell everybody you have these dreams or you pick things. And then you don't even fucking... I'm not going to get into it.
I just don't understand why people get so happy about it.
Because people are awful, Fez. People are fucking awful.
I guess so.
Why do you think people get happy that... How fucking ecstatic is the country right now that Britney Spears is getting a divorce? People love to see people on a winning streak be taken down. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, I hope you have a cowbell with Earl's name on it. I lost my shirt this weekend.
I don't understand. Earl's MIA. I got a fucking XM call over the weekend. Have you heard from him, Fez?
I have not heard from Earl at all.
Dave?
No, I haven't.
Bronx Johnny, have you heard from him?
No, Chief.
He doesn't check in with anyone. Did you know that you were even running the board today, Dave?
I had some suspicions this morning, when he didn't show up for work.
So then the answer would be no. Not the fact that, when he didn't show up, I thought it would be.
Right. No, I didn't.
I'm sorry. I don't want to fucking take it out on you. You're dumb and stupid, have never done a fucking mean thing to anybody. I want you to just sit there like the jelly fuck that you are and just stay out of this. This has nothing to do with you. Did you enjoy your nice little Guns N' Roses show over the weekend?
Yeah, thanks for asking. It was one of the best, shows I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've seen them 3 times now. This was the best thing, and Chinese Democracy will be huge because of it. W. Axl Rose is back on top.
Did you go see him when he was signing to P.J. Clark's the other night? I saw that in page 6.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
He went over after the show. I figured you'd be there.
Oh, man, missed him.
It was into the Sunday, page 6.
We had to get home. We were a little tired. But I will say this, 18,000, totally sold out MSG. Not a seat to be had.
What's your point? When's the last time you've been to a Madison Square Garden show? It doesn't sell out. You live in a fucking a city, 14 million people live in the vicinity. And you're talking about selling 18,000 seats.
Well, I was at a Trey Anastasio show that didn't sell out in the Madison Square.
Thanks for making my point. A, here's the 2 points. A, you were there.
Yes.
And B, you went. That's the 2 things that annoy me in that story. Lucas, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ronnie, I tried to get into you guys on Friday because I went with the last 3 of Earl's picks and had a bad vibe Friday. I had a really bad feeling. You can't go for a team with a blue football field.
You know what? I had a bad fucking feeling about it, too. I had a fucking terrible feeling about it. Friday was a clusterfuck in here. It doesn't matter. Fuck. But the fucking point was, it did, for the first time ever, feel bad. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Hey, this isn't Earl's fault. I know exactly what happened. Fezzy watched the game. That's the only thing that can explain how his perfect streak ends.
I'm not going to yell at Fez because week is over.
That's true.
But how many times have I told you, seriously,
right,
to stay out of the fucking picks, right?
Yeah.
Drunk Fez would not shut up about it.
Right. Well, that I'm not even sure about.
I'm sure about it.
I'll have to take your word for it. But I don't remember getting involved on Friday.
Isn't it nice the way a drunk will fucking forget the things that they do to you? They'll remember anything. Oh, he remembers that he was killing and making everyone laugh. But then when he did anything that was harmful, he doesn't remember it all. Take care, everybody. We'll see you after O&A on Monday.
Boise State!
That's my show.
Donk.
Well, is that jinxing it?
Yes. You fucking mentioned it.
Just reminding people about what Earl picked.
Fez, I'm fucking serious right now. Don't get me crazy. You and I had a fucking deal. You stay away from that pick. You don't remind people. It's not your part of the show. Your part of the show was crying and talking about your heart. That's what we expect from you. Not getting involved with the fucking picks. God knows where Earl is. Fucking living underground like Beauty and the Beast. He's fucking living in Central Park. Larry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I just wanted to pass along something my man used to tell. Those that gamble live in shambles. Oh!
It doesn't even really rhyme. Gamble and shambles?
The problem is, when you're fucking winning, everyone's wrong. And when you're losing, everyone's right. You gotta fucking take your losses in this world. What, was I insane to fucking believe him?
I mean, he seemed to have a knack for it. He won 6 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I wonder what could have went wrong. I wonder what the difference was on Friday. Take care, everybody. We'll see you after O&A on Monday.
Boise State!
That's my show.
Donk.
I want you to go back and isolate everyone who fucking laughed. And make up a list. And then put them their names on it. And then shit at the top of that list.
That will be done today.
Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I got to stick up for Fezzy here. I know what went wrong, and it's not his fault. Earl, his powers, he has one perfect pick a week, and I believe this, but he fucking blew his mojo in the middle of the week picking the Democrats to win the elections.
I worried about that, too. I'm not even fucking kidding you. I know it doesn't make sense in a scientific world. But when you're gambling with science, this is the fucking spirit world. That's where it takes place.
No one saw that one coming with him taking the House and the Senate, except maybe Nancy Pelosi.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what crazy talk like that means. Why don't you drink up? Drink up and be the fucking show carrier you were on Friday.
I don't have my booze with me today. I can't do that every day. That would kill me.
Johnny, do we still have the liquor from the other day?
We have some Jim Beam left, yeah.
Jim Beam, that's what he was drinking.
Yeah, well, the other bottle is gone.
I will drink this fucker. I'm not going to waste Jim Beam on him.
That Seagram's is totally done.
Well, it wasn't done by Fez, so you fuckers are in here getting hammered the other day, weren't you?
That was an after-show celebration for the anniversary. But
that was liquor I purchased, too. So I'm glad everyone...
What, Confederate fucking money?
So I'm glad everyone enjoyed that.
Scott, you're on Fez.
Yeah, I think it was you, Ronnie, that was saying you weren't sure whether you were going to go in with everybody on the bet, you hack.
I get every right. Fucking hammer away. I got nothing to fucking say. I got to just sit here and take your fucking stones. I feel like fucking Steve Martin at the end of The Jerk. Fuck. Daniel, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, what you say?
What do you say, buddy?
Hey, I got some leftover ham and eggs for you if you want some, if you're still hungry.
No, I already had a half a dry bologna sandwich. I'm fucking
How about
brown
a
bagging.
cigarette?
I'm fucking brown
How about
bagging.
a cigarette and a gun?
You know what, Fez, you really fucking were true about this. People do love to see you fucking suffer.
They love misery, and I don't understand why mean people have to, why they get such getting glee out of this.
First of all, whether they're Italian or not has nothing to do with it.
I said giddy glee.
Oh, I thought you said guinea glee.
No, giddy. Like all joyful. Like so
Let me
happy
check
that-
with Dave. Dave, read it back. What did he say? Read the fuck.
Guinea glee, yeah. Ends. There's ends in there.
Why are you keeping a transcript of what I'm saying?
Because we can't record the show today, so I'm just having him type it along.
I don't need a courtroom reporter in there.
Jimmy, you're on Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
One of them other guys kind of stole my thunder, but I was going to tell you, Drunk Fez was your jinx.
Believe me, my fucking emails blew up with it over the weekend. Well, here's the two fucking funny things. What was it, Sunday morning? Yeah, Sunday morning I get a call from, I don't even want to say which XM suit it was, that Earl had called them Saturday night, fucking going on and on about how much fucking pressure is put on him with the show and bop, bop, bop. And he wants Earl to, I don't know what the fuck, because I just started fucking screaming.
Right.
I'm like, excuse me, if I cannot fucking worry about Earl today, if I can't sit around and worry if Earl's okay.
I feel bad about the whole Earl thing.
About what? Lying to me for fucking 6 weeks just so he can fucking set me up on the 7th? Yeah, I feel bad about that too. TJ, you're on Fez.
How you doing?
Yeah.
It's call screener's fault you lost because they wouldn't let me through to warn you. If you play back the way Earl picked it, he was unsure. He didn't say how it came to him. He just picked it out of the air. It's his fault. That's why he is not there today. If he didn't know the pick, he should have said, not this week, boss. It's all on Earl.
I've told you, Dave, because you were phone screening on Friday. When anyone tries to warn me and pull me off a bet or a movie, put that person through immediately.
That was my mistake. I didn't want the negativity to go through.
That's what I needed. Some negativity. Someone to smack some sense into me.
It seemed like cold water getting thrown on the
Yes,
parade.
that's what I wanted. I needed a wake-up. I was fucking sleepwalking for a month and a half. This fucking voodoo child from Queens speaking gibberish for fucking a month and a half.
I mean, he had a decent run there for a while.
What's that matter? So did the fucking Titanic. You want to give that goddamn captain a medal? Hey, beautiful smooth sail halfway through the Atlantic. You know when we congratulate Fez? When they dock in fucking New York, not at the bottom of the ocean. You going to tell the pilot? Great, half a flight.
The pilot, I just try to keep encouraging until we actually get there. Because I'm waiting for anything to go wrong on a plane.
Oh, I'm sorry, wasn't this about... Oh, this wasn't about you for a moment. Let's talk about your fears and your pain and everything.
Well, we don't have to.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Because that's the only time you're happy, when it's, oh, let's all focus on making Fez feel better. I didn't see you with all your best friend talk the other day. I didn't see you going, Ron, what could I do for you? How could I help you?
Well, is there anything I can do for you now?
Give me all your fucking money. That's what you can do for me. Then I'll be fucking fine.
Well, I can't give you all my money.
Then don't fucking come in here asking what you could do for me.
I mean, there's got to be something else I could do for you.
Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Just wanted to let you know I kind of handled the action. Nobody had a good weekend this weekend. And
a fucking
from what
disaster.
I've seen from Earl, he's a favorite better. And you know what? All the favorites lost this weekend.
That's a good point. This fucking guy was just riding high on the fucking favorites.
It happened in college and pros. So many favorites just biting it this weekend.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fez, I'm sorry I yelled.
Well, that's okay. I understand you being upset.
Then give me your money.
I can't give you my money.
Then don't sit around here crying and say that we're best friends.
Why, we are best friends, but if I give you all my money, what am I going to have?
Give me most of your money, and then you'll have some.
I'll have some, but not enough. I got bills.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why can't we just sit in fucking total silence for 3 hours? To me, that would be the best fucking show today. Just 3 hours. I'm going to sit here and try to go over my life and figure out why I'm cursed. Obviously, I'm a fucking sinner. Since day one.
I don't know how much God has to do with this.
You don't believe in God?
Well, I believe in God, sure. But I don't know if he gets...
I used to until Saturday night. That's when I stopped. That's when I started believing the devil. Probably wearing a fucking Earl mask.
I don't know how much God has to do with gambling. He may stay away from it. Who knows?
Obviously, you've never been to casino night at the Catholic Church. Do you have those at your church, Dave?
Yep, absolutely. Win yourself a turkey. Win yourself a turkey, baby.
Turkey? We play for straight cash in Linwood. Straight dough. I'll buy my own fucking turkey. I don't like any kind of thing with prizes.
I think at our church it was unethical to give out money. So
yeah, it is ethical to lick a little boy's balls. So fucking tell me how the churches think.
We always just have baked goods.
You got any now?
No, I don't have anything on me.
I could eat a giant cake. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Roddy, listen, you got a bigger problem in that studio, bro.
What's that?
Everything from now on is jinxed. You got bad mojo in there, bro. It's bigger than just a pick going down the toilet. You got everything. The whole studio's screwed.
We ought to fucking, honestly, fucking kerosene this place, light it on fire, and move on over to the Time Warner building. It's the only thing we can do.
Well, there's other businesses in this building, so we really can't torch it.
You're just going to be on the opposite side today, best friend.
No, I am your best friend, but...
You know what? That would make me the biggest fucking loser. If this is where I am, I lose the fucking big bet on Saturday, and now all I got left is you and your advice.
Well, that doesn't help me any. That doesn't make me feel any better.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's about you again, isn't it? Just like Friday and Thursday and Wednesday and Tuesday and Monday. How does Fez feel? Fez, you okay?
Yeah, I'm
fine. Is that fucking chair comfortable enough for you?
It's good.
Have you ever once thought outside yourself?
I try to.
Have you ever once thought to yourself, maybe you could borrow some money from your fucking friends, your family, and get us back on our feet?
I asked what I could do.
I'm fucking telling you what to do. Call everyone you know and borrow money. And then we're going to fucking bet this weekend. We're going to get back to square one. Let's be positive around here.
It's probably not best to try to make it up. Especially you go into it like this, you know, where it's, you know, so desperate.
Fuck. Jesse, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to say to everybody that's calling in and making a whole big thing about this, they're not gambling. You and I were gamblers. We're losing. But I have to blame it on you, Ron. It's you. You let Earl be distracted by all these things. You were the only one who had faith in him. You let us all down, Ron. What are we going to do?
I honestly feel like it, and I'm not sure what to do. First of all, you're right. Friday's show was a clusterfuck.
You let it happen. You let it in. You let evil in. You let weakness in. Look how fucking weak Fez was on this day.
Yeah.
Jesse, I don't appreciate this call. I don't think now's the time to start pointing fingers.
No, now is the fucking time. It's time to go over our lives and see what could have possibly caused this.
I think it was just a freak weekend.
All I know, is there a thing, karma? Who believes in that? The Buddhist?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Because I've gone over some shit. I've never done anything fucking good in my life. And maybe that comes back and fucks up your gambling. Maybe I need to turn my life around.
You've done good things.
So you feel like I got my luck coming back to me?
Yeah, do you have...
Let's take all your money then, seriously, and I'm fucking stone serious. You're throwing his best friend fucking label around. Let's take all your money, let's call in some fucking people that owe you, cousins, friends, let's build it up, let's go dig a fucking hole and get Earl out of it, wherever he is, and let's get back on fucking top here.
See, I don't think that's practical. Right now, I think that's like hasty thinking. I think that's where we're at right now, where everyone's just a little bit too emotional.
So any way to help, you don't want to do it?
No, I mean, I do want to help. I would love to help.
Would you?
Yes. But I just don't think giving you all my money's the right idea.
It's not giving it. It's fucking putting it up. And then we win. We get fucking twice as much money.
That's if it comes in.
See, that's the fucking attitude.
I don't want to have a bad attitude, but we all saw what happened this past weekend. It's not a sure thing.
It was until this fucking statement took place. Take care, everybody. We'll see you after O&A on Monday.
Boise State! That's my show. Dog.
You yelling Boise State. It's time for you to make up for that, Fez.
Well, I don't think that was so much. That was just saying, I mean, I never said a bet on Boise State or I'm betting on Boise State.
Did you?
All I yelled at was Boise State.
Nick, you're in Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez. All I want to say is, it seems like you seem to be concentrating on how everything went wrong. I think you should. This is just my opinion, but I think you should concentrate how you're going to recover. You know, how are you going to recover from now?
All I can think is we fucking get some money back up, and we get this train going again.
Exactly. Get on the train again. Get that winning streak going.
Or else.
You guys are so positive when that was going on. It was awesome.
It was the fucking best. We took Earl out of a brain tumor. I'm willing to do this, Fez.
What's that?
We had up on the fucking Upper East Side tonight. We grabbed one of these old ladies.
Yeah?
We take everything she has. And I'm saying that in the fucking nicest way. Do me a favor. If you don't want to do it, don't even say a word.
But
that means you want to do it.
No, I mean, we just got through talking about karma. Jacking an old lady is not going to turn things around for us.
Us? Where's the fucking us in this? Buddy? Pal? You're fucking riding high. You'll have a hot lunch today.
Well, if I have to hit the old lady, it's us.
Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yes, Ron. I have a deal for you. This is the Grim Reaper. You stop protecting Fez, that douchebag. Hand him over to me, and I'll turn your luck around.
I'm glad everybody's having fun with this. Let's move on. I can't fucking deal. I can't get in a fucking conversation today, and now I'm crazy. Now I'm totally out of my fucking mind.
The top Republicans are now saying that their party would have done much better in the elections if President Bush hadn't waited to fire Donald Rumsfeld till afterwards. So
Mr. Motherfucker, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out, you asked Eastside Dave to figure out who was laughing at the end there.
Yeah.
He was fucking laughing.
Is that right,
and I'm also, yeah, I was, you know, and Ronnie, I'm in the same boat with you because I lost fucking $50 on that game. Now, instead of using plasma, doing the plasma thing for drinking money, now I got to pay my bookie. I'm fucking.
I can't hear about your $50 fucking problems.
Well, unfortunately, this thing was bound to come to an end.
Guys, don't do it. Don't fucking say shit like that.
All right, I apologize. I just feel so bad for everyone involved.
Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing, brother?
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to get fucking through this. You know, everybody's writing this thing. Fezzy, you got no business with the Boise State there at Friday's show. But, Ronnie, we don't need to go blowing our load on some garbage-ass bet. You know, and if I got to follow another guy who tells me about his $50, I'm going to shoot my own fucking self in the head. But as far as Earl goes, Earl's done. You know, but we got to have the karma. We don't need to jack any Boy Scouts. We just got to get our head together, and it's a goddamn marathon, not a sprint. So we're okay. You know, we got a long way to go. No more fucking Boise State, Fez.
All right, Bill. Thank you, Fez. Take a fucking page out of this guy's book. That's how you talk to your friend when he's fucking freaking out. You talk to him like a fucking guy. He's right. This is a marathon.
Well, I just don't want you to make any rash decisions. I mean, right now, it's the Monday after the game.
That's fucking Bill's thing. You didn't have this opinion. Bill's my best friend.
Bill is not. You don't even know Bill. Bill's just a caller.
He knows me. That's the fucking difference. Bill is there for me.
Bill, you talk to for maybe a minute, if that.
Exactly.
You know,
but
me
a minute
for years.
of fucking sense. Yes, and what do I do for you, Fez? I get you fucking bar towels. That's what I fucking do for you.
Well, you always take care of me. You always watch out for me.
Now it's my fucking time to be taken care of, to be watched out for. This is my time alone with Bill. Bill from Texas. The Lone Star State. Rick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, that Fez and that Eastside Dave, they need a cowbell this morning, Ronnie. I think that would make you feel a little bit better.
All kidding aside, and no fucking cowbells today, because I don't want to lose myself. I'll fucking just freak out. I'll end up on fark.com beating a coworker 600 times with a cowbell. And then it'll be like Joe Larity fucking, and I don't need that.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't even have him in the room. Just out of sight, out of mind.
Chris, you're on Fez.
Yeah, I know this is a dark time, but I just want to maybe a moment of reflection for the 6 good weeks. Fezzy's healthy. Everything could be looking up. You know, how about some of the positive things that have been happening?
Finally, a constructive caller. Thank you, Chris.
Absolutely.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. I already gave you the Titanic bit.
Right?
What are you going to be in the fucking laying in the icy waters with fucking Jack and Rose going, hey, remember 3 days ago we had that wonderful breakfast? You got to live in the fucking moment.
Well, none of us are going to die.
That's not what I heard fucking Friday going on for an hour and a half.
Well, when I drink, I get a little wound up. It's really out of my control at that point.
Harry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing? I feel your pain, brother. But let me tell you, I took everything I won over the first 6 weeks, and I bet against Earl's pick. And then the next day, I pushed all in on the Bills. And after the Bills covered the spread, I pushed all in on Chicago. Because like Eastside Dave, the Giants suck at life. So let me tell you, Ron, I want to send you a box of cigars. And Fezzy, I want to send you on a vacation anywhere you want to go, brother.
I don't need a vacation, Harry. Thank you.
Why don't you start your vacation right now, Fez? Take a fucking cruise.
I don't want to go on a cruise in November.
Why? You got every dime you ever fucking made in your life. Why didn't we bet against the fucking Giants? Everyone could see that team was going to fucking choke. Blue shame. Blue fucking shame.
Did Chicago more than, like I think they double covered the spread in that one?
Yeah, 38-20. I think the spread was like 8 points.
Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Hey, I want an apology from Fez because what happened here is I went in big, and now I can't cover, so I'm going to get hurt physically because of Fez.
I don't know why this is my fault.
Because we begged you, Fez, not to fucking yell out or get involved in this at all. And you went from fucking crying about your heart for 40 minutes, then yelling out Boise State.
Well, I didn't mean it like I was on the bandwagon or as I was cheering. From what it sounded to me like I was just trying to remind people.
Why? Who asked you to do that part of the show? What was your part of the show to do with the gambling?
To stay absolutely out of it.
And quiet. Quiet as a fucking dormouse.
But just being able to say the name of the college, shouldn't I mean... God, I mean...
Fez, I'm not fucking kidding right now. I don't know whether you're fucking joking with me or not. Seriously. Some fucking things you don't push. I love you like a fucking retarded sister, but don't fucking play games like this because everybody has a fucking point. I'm trying to think.
Well,
you're not even fucking checking on Earl. Earl's on the fucking lam.
I have no idea where Earl's at.
And how come you didn't fucking check on me, Red, over the weekend?
I usually don't talk. I did actually call him at the GNR show, but no response. So I didn't hear from him on Saturday or Sunday either. Usually if we talk, he usually calls me.
Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing, boys?
Hey, buddy.
Listen, there's only one way to handle this. I've watched every gambling movie there is, and it seems to me the only way to get a loser back on track is to piss on the guy's face, like Matthew McConaughey in Two for the Money.
Yeah.
You don't think that'll work?
Fez.
What?
For what you did to Earl, are you ready to fucking stand up here and do the right thing? Are you ready to make this right?
Yes, I want to make... If it was my fault, I want to make it right.
Then I want Earl to piss on your face.
Earl piss on my face?
That's if we even find him.
I don't want Earl pissing on my face.
You know, my only problem with Earl is this. And I mean, I know he was going to fucking freak out if this thing ended. Why would he call fucking down in D.C.? Why wouldn't he call me?
He's always been a little bit afraid of you.
Why?
When it comes to confrontational things.
No, bullshit. All I ever do is offer you motherfuckers love.
I agree with that, but we're scared sometimes. And
do I ever fucking judge? Never.
No, you don't.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how friendly am I?
I would just go up there and say a 9. That's how friendly you are.
Who's a fucking 10 then?
Bronson Pinchot, seems like. Or Fez.
You don't even know him.
Well, he just seems like a friendly guy.
Fuck. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to try to help you out.
Go ahead.
Hey, am I on?
Yeah, I guess you are.
Hey, Ronnie, I want to help you out.
Go ahead.
First thing you got to do is put out an APB for Earl. Turn out all the interns onto the street until they come back and show up with him. Then you need to get back into the graces of God, so you and Earl have to say an Our Father on the air. Your big mistake was...
866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. I don't like blasphemy under any circumstances. I really don't.
A lot of these callers, there's no sympathy there whatsoever. None.
Why should there be?
Because people are human beings, and they should...
Are they, Fez?
I would have hoped so. Maybe today this theory's getting proved wrong. Elton John says he thinks religion should be banned completely because all it does is promote a hatred of gays.
I thought that was your fucking music, Elton. That's what got me started.
So he says he would get rid of it altogether because all it does is organize people, and it's always religion just leads to hatred. He likes Jesus. He's got no problem there. But when it's organized religion, it just leads to hating other people.
Jeez, where did we hear that from before?
Here?
866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, buddy. I just have one problem. I want to know why he keeps putting streak over on the pad data. And another thing, I want to know...
You fucking wrote that up there, Dave?
Yeah, I'm right. I have to write what we talk about.
Yeah, it's like he's throwing it in our face. You know, I lost a pretty good chunk of dough, too. But, hey, Ron, I just want to know, are we going to bet again this week or what?
I can't even think straight right
Do I have something to look forward to on Friday?
I can't even think straight. I know we can't go back to Earl.
I feel so bad about Earl.
Yeah, I'm worried about him, too. I was up all night fucking tossing and turning over Earl.
Well, I just know how much he loved getting this job and stuff.
What are you talking about?
Well, I know Earl, you know, he liked being here. He liked working with us.
Then why isn't he fucking here today?
He must really, really be in a bad place.
Oh, is he?
Mentally and
my
physically.
fucking place is a good place, right?
No, you're in
Did I show up in the fucking shithole? Am I sitting here every day?
You're here, yes.
Yeah, I'm all worried about Earl. I'm all fucking concerned. Alan, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ron, this is Alan. I got a severe problem, man. My bookie's going to come break my leg.
Looks like we're all on our own, brother. We're all on our own today. Fez taught us that more than anybody.
I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you. But, I mean, we have to look at this practically.
Joe, you're on Fez.
Hey, boys. Ron, I think Fez should be paying your debts. He said on Friday this last year was all due to you, him being around, so you should take his last year's pay.
Fezzy?
I can't give you a year's pay, Ron. I don't even have a year's pay to give to you.
Are you saying a year ago I should let you die in the street?
No, I'm never saying that. You're the one who got me to the hospital.
All I'm saying now, if I would have known now, if I would have known then what I know now, I might have let you fucking die right there on Park Avenue.
Well, that really hurts.
God damn, we are back to your pain again. I just want you to focus on that for fucking 5 minutes. How many times when you and I talk, you turn this thing back to you and how?
But you just said I ought to let you die on Park Avenue a year ago.
Trying to make myself feel better.
Did it?
A little. I gotta tell you the truth. When I just fucking thought of you laying there dead, not a lot, but a little.
Huh?
David, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, I know how you can get your money back.
Yeah.
Is there life insurance policy on Fezzy there?
Let me ask you, what fucking company would cover this fucking guy?
Yeah, I don't believe I have life insurance.
It would be easier to get fucking insurance on a Fabergé egg that was used as a hockey puck. That would be an easier fucking deal to get.
Physically, I just got all checked out. I'm good. Physically, I'm good.
What about mentally?
Mentally and emotionally, that's a whole nother tale.
Let me ask you this, because I've been thinking about this all day. Would it be easier for you to commit murder or suicide?
It would be so much easier for me to commit suicide.
Dave, what about for you?
Yeah, I would take myself out. pretty quickly.
See, mine's murder. You don't have no problem with suicide? Have you thought about it?
In some of the darker years, when I was 17 or so, I was doing poorly in school, and
no, you dipshit.
I'm guessing math.
And I had 8 or 9 Ritalins. That was my. I was doing bad, and I had to, I had ADD, so I had like a bottle of.
You still take Ritalin?
No.
What do you do about your ADD now?
I just let it all hang out, brother.
So you fucking are retarded, basically.
I don't look at it like that. I look at it as...
I'm going to use the medical term here. Mongoloid retard. So you tried to kill yourself?
Well, I said, look, if I die, so be it. If I wake up, hey, that's fine too. But I had no problem whatsoever had I died. I just said, fuck it,
How about you, Fez? You ever seriously thought about it?
Yeah, I seriously thought about it. One time I seriously thought about it. When I was in the cardio rehab, and I got really depressed one day there.
Why didn't you do it?
I just didn't have the nerve to go ahead and do it.
Look who's on the phone here. Black girl. Hey, Earl.
Hi, Ron. Hi, Fez. Hi, guys. How you doing?
How you think we're doing, Earl?
I know you're not happy. I let everybody down.
Just answer me this. Why would you call fucking DC? Why didn't you call me? Why do I gotta get a fucking call from somebody Sunday morning about you being unhappy?
I wasn't thinking straight, and I just, you know what I felt? I just felt like I was just a big, weighty anchor on the team, and I just thought maybe in order for this ship to sail, get rid of the anchor. I feel like the anchor, I'm like completely weighing down the show.
Yes. That's been true for some time.
And I just thought, so you know what, maybe I should just get the ball rolling now. I've confirmed everyone's thoughts and my biggest fears about...
Earl, just answer this. Was this whole thing a setup just to get me to like you, just to get me even fucking happy, only to act like Earl at the end?
Ron, the last person I ever want to let down is you, because you believed in me from the beginning. You had faith in me when everyone said I was crazy. When I took West Virginia in the 22.5 points, you were the only one that said, you know what, I believe you. I'm going to go with you all the way on this. And you're the last person I ever wanted to let down. And I can't even look at you in the eye right now. I feel so down and so ashamed. And I just want to pack my things and go.
Where are you going to go, Earl? Nigeria?
I don't know.
Or just Niger Town?
I just don't want to be a burden to this show anymore.
Why didn't you fucking do this on Thursday when we were still winning? If you wanted to fucking leave, why didn't you leave Thursday? Why would you give us that stupid fucking pick? Boise State?
Well, the irony was they won the game. I picked the right team.
What fucking irony is that? Of course they won the game. They were favored by 13.5.
They were 14.5.
14.5. The irony is this. I fucking trusted you.
And Ronnie, I would never...
This is, God bless him, this is how little he understands about gambling. That he still feels like it's kind of a winner.
But I would never betray you. I mean, how much joy did I bring you for the last 6 weeks?
Who can remember that, Earl? Who can fucking remember?
That the money was rolling in. I mean...
I don't know. Now you're making me fucking lustful for the old days.
Earl, you didn't do it on purpose.
I mean...
How do you know he didn't do it on purpose? How do you know this wasn't a fucking plot?
Because Earl wouldn't do that.
How do you know?
He's not that kind of person.
Based on what? All I know is he picks fucking losers. That's the only thing I know about him right now. And then he goes, trust me, it's going to be perfect. We're going to fucking win. Why wouldn't he just tell me? I'm crazy out of my mind. I don't know what I'm fucking doing. I would have believed him.
For 6 weeks, I finally felt like I belonged here, and finally felt an acceptance. Finally felt my place and found my niche, and now the niche is gone.
All you had to do, Earl, was keep winning, keep picking winners. How fucking hard is that? It's the easiest thing in the world.
It is.
Yeah, at every fucking game, give me one winner a week. Did I ask for 10? I asked for 1.
And I feel awful about it, and I just don't know what to say or do.
Oh God, every fucking day is tears.
Earl,
It's fucking week 2.
how are you doing
This
now?
is fucking black. It's like the Black Stars version of week.
And the cruel part of it is, how many games are left in the season? 2, 3?
Yeah.
The one thing in the world I wanted to do was run the tables. We'd have been on top of the world.
All right, enough. I know. I fucking just had it.
He's really, really upset.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
He's fucking upset?
Well, I know everybody is.
You're not.
Well, I'm upset that everyone else is, feeling so bad. That gets to me. So, I don't know.
Ron and Fez show.
Ron and Fez. XM 202.
We're back with the Ron and Fez show. 866-RON-0-FEZ. That's 866-766-0339. Kevin Federline's new CD, Playing with Fire, entered the Billboard charts at number 151, selling less than 7,000 copies.
The funny thing is, 151 doesn't sound all that bad.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the top 200 or whatever, but I guess for a CD to have any sort of strength, it's got to be at least
Yeah, but
top
whoever
100.
thought that the top 200, that you could sell 7,000 of anything and make the top 200?
So K-Fed I don't think we're going to hear from K-Fed anymore. I think we're just about done there.
He's going to be a rich, rich man.
Yeah, but, I mean, he may get Britney money, but I still don't, there's not going to be another CD.
People are still going to be interested in him because Britney's been interested in him. And here's the thing. Here's two things that happen. Number one, he's going to get a hot new chick because she wants to fuck someone who's fucked Britney. And it's just like the guy that used to bang Rosie O'Donnell. What's his name? Tom Arnold.
Oh, Rosie. Yeah, not Rosie O'Donnell.
What did I say?
Roseanne Barr.
Like, there's a fucking difference.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frankenstein. What's your name again?
Frankenberry.
I don't know what I'd do without you, Frankenberry. What's wrong, Fez?
That mic is not
then
working
get
at
another
all.
Mic. That's what we do. We move over to one mic. Go ahead and move over to this mic. Not fucking brain surgery. But Tom Arnold's still around after all these years. The other thing is, I don't know whether you guys heard this or not, he's got a 4-hour tape of him banging Britney.
Oh, I did not hear about the sex tape.
Yeah. That was just something, that's his tape. That belongs to him. So unless she wants that out, she's going to pay some big money. As well she should. This kid gave her the best year and a half of her life. She loved it.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit of extortion, really. If K-Fed, just demands this stuff.
Demands what?
He's demanding too much. Demanding the cash and everything like that. You're getting a little bit of money on the side. Big deal. That's it. Enough said. Story. Go away. You hit the lottery.
Pay him. Pay him lottery money. Where are you on this one, Frankenberry?
You got a good ticket.
Thank you. I love this fucking kid, Frankenberry. You know anything about football?
A little. I'm more baseball guy.
Really?
Yeah.
You gamble on baseball?
No, I don't gamble. I don't have enough money to gamble.
What do you do?
Drink, smoke.
I mean, with baseball.
Oh, I just watch it. I'm a Yankee fan.
Well, that's hard to do, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't watch it
Real
anymore.
fucking difficult. Jay, you're on Ron and Fez. Hey, Jay.
Yeah. How's it going?
Good.
Benny, shit's just going to get better now. You talked to Earl, he feels like shit. He's going to go hang it up now.
I don't want to talk about this anymore, seriously. It fucking happened. It went down. Who cares? Who cares?
There we go. We move forward. I like that idea. The who cares part. I like that one.
Sure. What if I said to you last Friday, who cares?
Well, it's kind of different circumstances.
Fez, remember when you said that the heart attack is like 9/11 on your own heart? Which is really, really obnoxious, by the way. To me, money is like a heart. It's the exact same thing.
Well, no one's going to die from this.
Or your fucking small procedure that you're still crying about a year later.
Well, I mean, I could have died.
Could you have?
It was possible.
They never even put a knife in your chest.
But still, I had a blockage. My heart was enlarged.
I just want you to see something, Frankenberry. Why is the back door around him? I had the biggest loss in my life, and yet we're back talking about him.
I don't know.
You're wise. Why should that be?
Your week.
Thank you.
Ron's week.
Takes a lot of balls to come on my side in this fucking studio with these two pricks over here.
With a paddle.
Stank Wrinkle, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ron, everybody just calm down. What you need to do is when you go up to the Upper East Side tonight, take Black Earl, y'all fuck a white chick, fix that old white chick, take Fezzy.
866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. John, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, condolences there, Ronnie. I know how you feel.
Thank you, my
friend.
friend.
I'm sitting on my chair. My wife comes downstairs while you and her are talking.
Yeah.
She's going to work and everything. And she's really upset about the way you're treating Earl. And I said to her, this guy just lost a chunk of change. I said, what the hell are you upset about? You know, if she'd fucking worry more about going to work and getting the mortgage this week instead of what you're doing with Earl, you're absolutely right. Stay with it, Ronnie. I agree with you. My condolences, pal.
I appreciate it. I really do. I can't understand it's like they don't care about the victim. It's like they're going, oh, I wonder if the rapist is okay. We better check on the rapist.
Well, it's an accident. I mean, Earl didn't mean to hurt you.
Every rape is a fucking accident. Every rape is an accident in the mind of a rapist. I don't fucking play those games, Fuzzy. I'm a law and order guy. You don't come in here telling people, oh, I'm perfect. It's going to be absolutely perfect. And not know what you're talking about. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. How you doing? I'm sorry. That's that question. Ronnie, I'm really, really glad to hear Earl call in. I really thought you killed him.
I wish you would come in here.
But it wasn't totally his fault. The Fez sitting there beside you cursed it completely by yelling out what he did. And you know that deep in your heart.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you after O&A on Monday.
Boise State!
My joke. Donk. Was that you laughing after, Dave?
I was laughing a little bit, but it was more...
You know it was over. You fucking knew it was jinxed.
It was more at Fez's drunkenness than the jinx.
Nate, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I don't know what the hell they pay you, but to deal with all these men crying like women, whatever it is, I don't give a crap what it is. It's not nearly enough. You are a man among boys in that studio. You do not get paid nearly enough. You should be paid from here to eternity. So I'm proud of you. I want you to stay the course. There's a lot more games left. We're going to pull through this. I got my ass kicked this weekend. We're going to pull through this. What we do is we get that tape from K-Fed. Hopefully it's a skinny Britney. We charge a lot of money. We pool the money together. We double up. doubling up, we get it back.
There's no other way to get out of this but to fucking double up. It's the only fucking way out. You cannot do this without doubling up. Get me Earl back on the line.
Will do.
I mean, I don't want to, be the wet blanket here.
Then don't say a word.
All right.
And you're fucking going in on this. You're going in.
But then I'll feel bad if it doesn't work.
It's a loan to me. That's what it is. It's a loan. Stop thinking about yourself for 3 minutes. All right, we got Earl back. Earl.
Yes, Ron.
Listen to me, you fucking crying baby. Was this an anomaly? Is it something that'll never happen again?
It was definitely an anomaly. Ron,
do you honestly think that you're still magic?
I totally believe I'm still magic.
Can you be perfect again?
Yes, I can be perfect again.
Fez, can you fucking loan me some money here? And we'll get back on. And we pool your money, my money. My money is the money I'm borrowing from you. We bring everybody in this fucking time. Dave, you're in. And we fucking bet big. And we act like fucking men.
Well, I mean, we'll have to talk about amounts here later on, but... I mean, I want everyone to feel good again.
Earl.
Yes.
Don't fucking lie if you're fucking crazy stupid.
I would never lie to you, Ron. Think I want to let you down again? I didn't sleep all weekend. I didn't eat all weekend.
All right, hold on. I can't fucking hear about other people. I got Fez doing it to me, Earl. Dave, you want to tell your problems to me?
No, I've had a cold lately, but...
I'm fucking being sarcastic. Oh. That's fucking sarcasm I'm using on you. Obviously, your fucking cadet thing would be say no.
I lost my cell phone this weekend. Tough break.
Oh, you drunk?
No, I left it in a cab.
Maybe there's a hero out there that'll return your cell phone.
It was in a gypsy cab, though. So.
What are you doing in a gypsy cab? It's fucking 2007.
What is that, a covered wagon with a horse?
I was in the Bronx. They don't really have cabs over there.
What are you doing a boogie down?
I go to school over there in the Fordham.
Why don't you fucking study? Try to transfer.
I like it there.
Sure, you're probably the smartest kid in the Bronx.
No, it's
You're up there like the fucking Warriors every weekend, trying to get back to Coney Island.
I went to Fordham for a couple semesters, Mr. B.
Yes,
I'm not sure if you're
They'll let anybody in.
Yes. And I had some academic problems.
I'm having some too this semester.
What kind?
Ritalin?
You seem like a smart kid.
No, just my parents made me switch to a new major, and it's been tough switch.
What did they make you switch to?
Economics.
What were you before?
Communications.
Oh, well, how can parents make you switch to something? Because they're paying?
Yeah.
So that means they design the rest of your life?
Unfortunately.
Just don't tell them you didn't switch. Or switch back and don't tell them that way.
Just tell them that you have a dream. Do they want to help you or not?
Yeah, I told my mom that. They're like, oh, how do you like the internship? And I said, oh, I love it. And like, oh, probably not a future in it for you, but...
Good. Go to economics.
Yeah.
So what kind of job would you get when you're out of there?
I have no idea.
These fucking things with the parents who try to manipulate the fucking kids. Have you seen the Hagar Slacks commercial?
No.
It's two guys... They're like mid-40s, early 50s. They're like, oh, these slacks are so fucking good and loose. Look what you do to your daughter's boyfriend. They take this little kid, they chuck him through a fucking window. Another kid knocks on the door. They chuck him to the window. And then they're like, next, I'm going to put my daughter in a convent. I'm like, why are you so fucking obsessed with your daughter's dating life, you fucking idiot, in your haggard fucking pants? And some idiot's going to see this and go out and buy these things?
That is Joe Simpson creepy. Where you're just constantly worried about your daughter's sexuality?
First of all, it didn't even look like the kid was coming on to her. He's laying on the couch playing a video game. They throw him out the fucking window. I'm like, I hope the other guy's the kid's dad comes over and his Hagar fucking slacks and fucking shoots you in the face. Jeez, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Rich, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
The problem here was, it goes back to you, buddy. Monday, you knew it. You knew not to go with Earl. You said the streak is going. I don't think I'm going to keep going, and you talked yourself into it. You're the one who knows what's going on here.
I know.
And you didn't trust your own feelings.
Can I tell you something? I thought about that all fucking weekend. Monday, I didn't fucking feel it. And not to blame you again, Fez, but week was just fucking hell on me last week. Every fucking day you're crying.
I apologize, and I thank you for, helping me through week.
Apologize for yelling out Boise State. I don't care about anything else other than you jinxing me. And you really want to show that you're sorry, you want to get back in?
Yeah.
Let's fucking bet this week.
Well, let's wait. We don't have to do anything right now.
Let's fucking commit right now. That's the way a fucking friend apologizes.
No one has a clear head right now. I
do. I've never been as fucking sane and as sharp as I am right now. We gotta fucking get on top of this. Frankenberry, your folks sound like they're rich.
A little. Not very rich, but, we're not.
Let's fucking empty that house tonight.
I had to beg for them to buy me a new cell phone.
You begged them?
I didn't beg them, but, I got it.
Aren't they adding an auditorium to Fordham University?
I'm going to need it.
By the way, I heard this about you the other day that I know. Your dad's rich, Dave.
Oh, sure. Spring Lake, the Irish Riviera.
He was the vice president of a drug company?
Yes, he was. The big one, I think I could easily say. Yeah. And
what was his job there?
I don't know. I always imagined him being like the father in Gremlins. That I think he had to go to like Japan a lot and show them different inventions by the company. So that's the way I always pictured his job being. But
when did he retire?
Mid-90s. They've been retired. They've been retired ever since. They go golfing, and
I had no idea that your father. I don't know. There's something so low rent looking about you.
Yeah.
That I thought maybe your people were the same way, but they got money.
Yeah, no, they're usually disgusted at the clothing, the stains, the apartments that I choose for myself. They don't really help me out so much.
I had no idea this. I thought I got you and Al Dukes' dad mixed up.
Yeah. Nice class of people there in Spring Lake, though.
I could give a fuck. I'm just saying, I had no idea. Maybe we can go to your dad and get back on top.
Yeah.
Maybe he'd like to make an investment.
He loves taking investment on. Absolutely.
I got a perfect fucking risk. A bald-headed black man who up until fucking Fez yelled out Boise State was on top of his game.
Well, they're in Hilton Head right now, but as soon as they get
So the
home,
house is empty.
The house is empty, yeah.
Let's go down and take a drive around.
I'd love to do that. Yeah, you'd be right at home, Mr. B. You'd love it down there.
Yeah, I will be at home. You know what? I'm going to go down. I want to see that place tonight.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to get a fucking moving van. You got anything? You got a van of any type?
A couple Jeeps.
And Mr. B, Daddy left his Lexus in the driveway so we could go out for a little spin.
You still call your father Daddy?
Rich kids do for some reason.
Yeah, Daddy and bad fucking stepdaughters.
He's like Francis in the Pee-wee movie.
Elmer, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, what's going on, buddies?
Yeah.
Frankenberry's bitching about how his parents made him change his major because they're funding it. Frankenberry, why don't you fucking man up, tell him to go to hell, take out some loans, and do what the hell you want to do.
Why not you, brother?
Too much work. I understood why they wanted me to switch, because, I never showed any initiative. I never joined any clubs. I started at the radio station there, but I quit, and I just kind of, I ended up here. It was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing, and...
The weird thing now is, kids don't grow up until... What are you, Dave, 29?
29 years old.
And you're just now making the normal 18-year-old move if I'm going to go out and get a bad fucking apartment.
Yeah, I did have an apartment before, but then I was back in my basement, parents' basement, I should say.
Jacking off every night?
Sure.
Playing fucking video games?
What else is there but video games and spanking?
Do you live on campus, Frankenberry?
Yeah, I do.
And then during the summer, what do you do?
I think I'm studying abroad next semester, but I'm coming back.
Studying abroad?
Yeah.
Where?
In London.
For no fucking reason other than you want to go to England, right?
Yeah, Amsterdam, yeah.
And you're going to study British economics? They use shillings and pounds there. That's not going to help you.
Right now, that's the fucking center of the financial world, my friend, London.
Really?
Not New York anymore, yeah. I just saw that over the weekend. Am I right about that, Frankenberry?
I have no idea, but I'm taking 2 economics courses and 2 communications, so we'll see what happens.
What school over there?
The University of Westminster, I believe.
What's that costing you folks?
Apparently it's cheaper than actually living on campus at Fordham.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's cheaper than going to school in the Bronx.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. It's almost $42 a year.
Fordham is $42 a year?
Yeah, around
Yeah,
there.
you fucking switch to what they tell you. I'll tell you right now, if you have fucking kids in this world, if you have a kid now, by the time that fucking kid grows up, figure an extra $500,000 to get him a fucking degree.
Yeah.
I think colleges are going to go bankrupt, and we are.
Why? They're making more money than ever.
There's no, I was just thinking if I want to have kids, and I would like to have them, in the
Here's what I want you to understand.
Yeah?
The college doesn't go bankrupt. The fucking guy paying the tab does.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's going to be a lot of Americans not educated at the highest level because I can't afford kids to go to college. Who
Don't
can?
have kids.
No, but when I do, and it's going to be soon, hopefully, there's no way I'm going to send them to college.
Not with your watery sperm. Your sperm actually comes out elderly. I don't even know how you do it. And I guarantee you, it goes without saying, if she did get pregnant, that baby would be retarded. Because I think a retard would have a retard baby. I don't think there's any other way genetically.
No, for some reason a retard gene is so super strong, much like a retard itself.
Well, what about that Sean Penn movie, though? He had a regular baby, right?
Yeah.
Might skip a generation. Yeah.
So maybe you only have retarded grandchildren. Let me ask you this.
Yes?
Did you know your grandparents growing up?
Yeah, I did.
Were any of them retarded?
Not to my recollection, no. Now, one is still alive and very poor with numbers and mathematics in general, but I don't think
Wears checks pants?
A little
Still
bit.
riding a bike?
Yes.
Gets really upset if you say anything bad about Santa Claus?
Yes to all of those questions.
Ivan, you're on Ron and Fez. Hold on. Ivan, how you doing, buddy? Go ahead, Ivan.
Hey, Ron, I can get you back on top, dude, but you can't double up. Because if you lose, you're double down. What you got to do, betting is it's a marathon, not a sprint. If you hit 55%, you're breaking even. So you got to find somebody that can pick 60-70% of the game. Bet the same on all of them. That way you never lose big, but you also don't win big. You just got to build it back slow. You keep going, keep going.
You fucking grind it out like a fucking strap hanger. We're the all or nothing boys here. We were on our way to being the Billionaire Boys Club. We had a magic fucking thing going. And until a drunk yelled out Boise State, there was no stopping us.
Well, I mean, I think that's really putting an awful lot on just one drunken misstatement.
You're never going to fucking own up to this, are you?
Well, I mean, I said it. It's on tape.
I owned up to it, to my part of it. Earl's owned up.
I mean, I'm sorry if I had
I
anything.
think I quit. I don't think I can do this fucking job anymore. What do you think, Frankenberry?
I think you should take a deep breath and, I don't think you should quit.
I should fucking take a deep breath out of the back of a fucking tailpipe.
I think you should do what Fez said. Don't do anything rash,
Fucking hate losing. You know who loses?
Who?
Losers.
Yeah.
We all lose sometimes. Part of
We
life.
did before with Perfect.
Yeah, it's part of life. Happens.
Well, hold on. Your parents are winners. You're a loser.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I had a rough weekend too. To be honest.
You lost the fucking phone.
No, a buddy of mine's brother died, and I kind of had a falling out with a friend, and it was just, So we all had bad weekends.
What happened? You were fucking your friend in the ass. What happened?
Oh no, it was a girl, and
really?
Yeah, it was just
What happened? She
we
want you to pay for the baby?
No, we've been friends since like freshman year, and
both chasing the same guys.
No, it's a girl.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, no.
What happened?
It was never like we never liked each other before this year, because our two best friends aren't on campus this year. One's abroad, and one was.
By the way, if we were on a plane right now, I'd be praying it crash. Just get to the point. What happened with you and the skank?
She kind of we hooked up once, and After that, like...
By hooked up, you mean you both slept with the same guy?
No.
Okay.
Slept with each other,
Slept with each other?
Yeah.
Was another guy there?
No. Just two...
So how did you get it up?
Male, female.
Thinking about a guy? What did you have to do?
It was, I don't know.
So what happened now? She wants you to do the right thing?
No, she said, like, she's still in love with her last boyfriend, and...
So are you?
No.
So that hurt your feelings?
Yeah, it hurt. But,
So that's your fucking bad weekend?
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
some skank doesn't want to see you anymore.
Yeah,
No
she's
offense.
A skank. She is. She just butchered her hair, too. She just bleached it, so maybe it was for the best.
Of course it was for the best.
Yeah.
Have you seen yours, Frankenberry?
No, this friend of yours' brother who died. What's that got to do with you?
I grew up with him for like 15 years, and bad thing.
How'd he die?
Cancer. He's 35.
Did he listen to the show on Friday where Fez says the heart attack is the worst thing that could happen for a human? I'm not kidding you,
I think
Fez.
he died on Friday.
I got fucking emails from people going, oh, I'll tell that to fucking children with cancer. I'll tell that to AIDS babies that a heart attack's the worst thing.
Yeah, that's probably really out of line there. And probably should apologize for that one.
Here's somebody I need to talk to. Crazy Jen.
Ronnie, are
Yes.
you ready for this?
Yeah.
I could get you boys back on track.
How's that?
I got intuition even greater than Earl's. Like, Ronnie, like, I see shit, and, like, it comes true. Like, I picked the Steelers to win last year, and Pickles evened out at me. But they pulled through. Like, all I got to know is who's playing, and it just comes to me. I think the spirits talk to me.
All right, let's just do you tonight. Bucks against Carolina Panthers. What's the fucking, what's the line, Fez?
The line is Panthers at home favored by 9.5.
All right, do you know what that means, Jen?
I see Panthers.
All right, now Bucks are already winning 9.5-0 before the game starts.
I see Panthers, Ronnie. Panthers is coming to me.
All right, now, if you win this,
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to put any money down.
Okay.
I'm going to go light. I'm going to go just brush it. And I got to fucking even hope that comes through.
All right.
But if you win it, call me back on Tuesday.
All right. I'm your girl.
If you lose it, Jen, lose this fucking number. Because I can't have another fucking jinx hanging around me.
No, for real, Ronnie. I see fucking Panthers. I see fucking Panthers.
I watch the language. You don't need to work below.
Oh, sorry. I just got all excited.
By the way, Fez, she's writing a new novel.
Yeah.
About Ray Combs, the friend of your family's.
Ray Combs, the friend of our family who hosted Family Feud.
Right.
And you know, the thing is, like, it was the funniest thing. I didn't know he was a friend of your family's or nothing. It was just...
Why did you pick that topic?
Well, like, there's so many great comedians out there, like Chris Farley and John Belushi and Ray Combs. And their lives all...
It's never happened before that Ray Combs be thrown in with those other people.
Well, no, he I mean, I just thought he was a great comedian. I thought he was really funny. And
really?
Yeah. And and he killed himself.
Yeah, my family knew him for years, Jen. Did you know that?
No, I swear to God, I didn't know that. And I just never, I never, like, he lost a lot of money. I think that's how the story goes. And he committed suicide in a motel room. And you wonder why somebody just, like, on their way to stardom. I mean, he was already there, but, I mean, he was, going other places,
This is
too.
going to be a good novel, the Ray Combs story.
Seriously, and my novel is that this guy is on the brink of just ending it all. And he goes back in his mind and sees from the beginning where he got this comedic genius from. Like,
why don't you call this Is Your Life, JoJo Dancer?
No.
And try to get Richard Pryor to do it.
Because it's not like that. This is gonna be a novel, Ronnie. It's gonna be called Funny.
Make it a novella so it doesn't take so long to read.
Nope.
And then draw pictures.
It's gonna be 10 chapters. I got a mentor working on it with me. I mean, if I'm researching it. It's going to be great. I think it's going to blow up.
I don't understand how it's about Ray Combs and it's a fictional novel all at the same time.
Well, I can't.
It's based on his story.
Oh.
She doesn't have the rights to the Ray Combs story.
Yeah, because
but
then
she's just ripping it off.
Yeah.
Like, he'll probably have a show called The Family Fight.
Yeah, something like that. Like, I just never understood why this guy killed himself. I mean, after he had it all.
We talked about this today. Suicide or murder? What would be easier for you?
Suicide.
What about for you, Frankie?
I don't think I could ever kill myself, so probably murder.
Yeah. I think murder's easy.
Yeah.
I thought about it a lot. I mean, I got through some deep, dark depression, and I came close, but I never.
Next time you come close, honey, just keep pushing.
I would come back home, and my mom like, look, you can't even fucking do that.
Right.
Yeah, you know. Maybe you don't.
If I was your mom, I would leave some sharp things around the house and a noose.
No, I tried that once, Ronnie, too, and the noose broke.
Let me do this at least. Did you really?
Yeah, it was down in my cellar.
What happened?
Her pinhead fell through it.
Well, I was living at home, and it was just, and the funny thing was, I was just in this depression, and I tied a noose around my neck, and then I tried it, and the noose broke, and then the next day I got, my immune system broke down, and I was in the hospital for about a week. I forget what they call the condition is.
Stupid.
No.
She tried to give herself pneumonia. This is how she tried to kill herself. Now, one time I went to wrap a noose around my neck, fucked up. I guess I was drunk at the time. Ended up wrapping a noose around my neck. And then everybody in the family was mad at me for that.
You can still die that way, I think.
No, so it was by marriage. So.
But the thing is, you know what?
Nothing happened wrong.
If you fuck up suicide, then you're either in a crazy place for the rest of your life.
Right.
What the hell was that?
The ghost of Ray Combs.
No, it wasn't. Or you're just fucked up. I mean, you shoot
Watch your
yourself
language,
in the head.
honey.
Sorry.
This ain't one of your dirty novels that you write.
No, I'm not gonna cuss in it too. This is gonna be. It's gonna.
Is there
Ronnie,
gonna be any
I'm
sex
telling
scenes?
You name. You know what? Name one novel that's like this. Like, I don't think.
JoJo Dancer.
No.
By Richard Pryor. It's the exact
write
same
that?
story.
He didn't write that.
Yes, he did. It was based on his life.
It was at the beginning of the movie. Was he about to end it all and then went backwards like that?
He literally poured fucking tequila or whatever, vodka over his head and lit himself on fire.
Yeah, but I don't. It's not. Like, I didn't see that movie. I don't think it's gonna be the same. Like, Ronnie, in your opinion, like, if somebody has everything and goes and kills themselves either through food, eating themselves to death, or like, what is that? Like, why? Like, why is it that they can't see the light?
I would go with the person eating themselves to death in your book, and then also include recipes along with some of the other pages.
No.
What about just it's eating yourself to death, but it's as a cannibal?
Isn't how John Belushi went? Not John Belushi. Chris Farley?
No.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. He was fucking speedballing with a couple of hookers at 6 o'clock in the morning.
No,
That's celebrating yourself too much.
Who was the one? John Candy. John Candy ate himself to death.
Because he had the last name Candy?
No.
How much do you think they fucked with him on that?
His stomach exploded.
I never heard this.
Seriously. I don't know.
His heart stopped out in the desert.
No.
Yeah, he was doing a movie, right?
Yeah, with Richard Lewis, that Western movie.
No, this is
what
what
movie was that? Wagons East or some shit like that? Was that the name of it, Dave?
Yeah, Wagons East.
Terrible.
I heard he went on binge eating. That's what happened.
Fucking starving right now. Earl, Oh, God, I just thought of Earl. He's not even here.
You might want to pick a different game show host, Crazy Jim. Maybe a Bob Barker or an Alex Trebek.
One that lives?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Fezzy, right? Listen to this. If it wasn't lined up in the stars that this story needed to be written, like, how weird is that? That I'm gonna, out of all the guys, Ray Combs, that I thought of this guy. Like, it's a calling. That this is a story that needs to be said. I mean, it just, either to help somebody or it just needs to be told.
I think you saw a Family Feud episode, and that's where the idea came from.
No. This was years and years ago too that I had this story in my head.
Why don't you do this when you're doing the novel? You know how they always give away something free?
Yeah.
Like a little tchotchke for the people to get them to read it?
Yeah.
Give out a comb in every book.
No. I'm gonna give out tickets to my comedy show.
Why don't you call it this? Comb over here.
No.
Or what combs around goes around. The Ray Combs story.
And you know what? Not that I'm comparing myself with Ray Combs or anything, but
You should.
No.
You both have hosted Family Feud.
I'm not that. Well, I could have hosted Family Feud.
With your new book, Comb the Area.
But listen,
What?
For the body.
I could put my own experiences of how I became kind of funny in there, like the tragedies. Like Ronnie, I used to get beat up on a daily basis when I was younger.
Why did they stop?
Because I moved.
Oh. I bet those kids are still looking for you.
Good strategy.
For real, when me and Pickles go down to Trenton, we got a game plan. That those people come after me, he's just to run to call the cops and I have to fight them out. Ronnie,
That's a hell of a game plan.
I got choked out in an elevator one time.
By the cable?
This big black girl, she made me walk her home, and then she lured me in. I never told anybody this story, not even Pickles. Lured me into this office building, and then she took her belt off. She started choking me out, and I had to pretend that I fainted. And then she got all panicky and wanted to call the ambulance, and I got out of there. Ronnie, I got stories you wouldn't even believe.
I can't wait to read this book.
No,
That same story will be in the book, except it'll be a black girl choked out Ray Combs.
I can't wait to read the dumbest story ever told.
Ronnie, my intuition says a year from now, what #1 bestseller? If it's a number
I'll tell you, I'll buy one.
You buy one, Fez? You buy one too?
Hey, whatever happened to Polo's movie? Call Polo up.
See?
Maybe you could make a movie out of the Ray Combs story. But instead, when Ray Combs was little, he was a stupid girl named Jen.
No.
It's like Lost Highway.
Jen Combs.
Ronnie, I think I went to the school of street smarts.
Why don't you do this?
Yeah.
You're going to tell the Ray Combs story as a girl, right? Your story.
Yeah, it's going to be my story, but yes, Ray Combs is my inspiration.
What about this? You use your stage name, Honey Combs.
How do you know it's not my stage name?
And then you do this.
HC.
Every time, like, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of your set, my name is Honey Combs. You just release the bees. You just yell, release the bees.
No. That's a good name, though, because I was going to call my character Michael O'Malley so people wouldn't think it was all about Ray Combs. I'm just afraid to get sued there.
Isn't Michael O'Malley Donna Mike? Isn't that Mike's name?
I don't think so.
Mike O'Meara.
Oh.
See?
Change it to Mike O'Meara, and instead of hanging himself, he does a radio show with Don Geronimo.
No, I don't even think them guys ain't fucking funny.
Oh, don't be that way. Don't run down people.
I mean,
don't run down people.
No, to me personally, like there's a lot.
Don't start this. I hate when people do this.
What? No, I ain't doing nothing.
Rise above. You're writing a book that doesn't fucking make any sense.
No, my book.
Focus on that.
Ronnie, this school, this Connecticut school, this writing school, they wrote me and they said that they offered me this mentor because they saw I had talent.
How much you pay them?
How much?
Yeah, be honest.
$8. Okay, this is what she said. She said if I pay her $800, then she'll get me to the first 3 chapters. She said after that, if I pay her like an additional $800 or $900, she'll get me through the whole book.
All right, $1,700. She'll get you through the book. I would have done it for the same price.
Now I guarantee.
And plus, I would have sent crackers.
Nah.
People like to snack when they read.
All right, Jen.
All right, Ronnie.
All right, I'm going to look at that bet tonight.
All right, and if they're win, I'm your girl, right?
No. After hearing the crazy story, I don't know. We'll see.
It's the Panthers. I'm telling you, I got intuition. Don't doubt the craziness.
Right, bye-bye.
One harebrained scheme after another out of that woman.
We get Paulo?
Trying, but he isn't picking up yet.
We got Earl back. Earl.
Hey. Hi, Ron.
Are you in the building?
Yes, I am, Ron.
Do me a favor. Come in here.
I really don't want to come in there. I can't even look at you in the eye, and I really don't want to be besieged and beaten down with cowbells.
All right. Everyone's driving me fucking nuts. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you doing, Ronnie?
Yeah.
I got a small story for you why colleges are a scam.
Yeah.
When I got out of service, I went to Seton Hall University, and school costs about 35 to 40 grand a year. I had the Montgomery GI Bill being used to pay for the school. They had some kind of bullshit tax on that to get more money out of me. So the Navy had to pay that money to the school because for the Montgomery GI Bill, plus money out of my pocket. That a certain tax, which is like almost double what the actual Montgomery GI Bill was covering. So they actually made about 65 grand a year off of me, as regards to being 40.
Unbelievable.
Fucking unbelievable.
You know, this whole support the troops thing is such bullshit. Why don't we just fucking admit that we don't support the troops? We
Very
don't
true.
pay
I
them
agree
enough.
with
We don't fucking take care of them. It's just crazy.
I did 5 years. I did 3 tours in Iraq. I did, Korea. I did, sucks, but what are you going to do?
And then they fucking double dip them at Seton Hall.
Exactly.
All right, talk to you later, brother.
Talk to you later.
Peace.
It's only a matter of time when these troops finally do get to come home. Then we're going to hear these horrible, horrible stories of like the economic hardships and everything else these guys are going through. It happens every time guys come home.
Why aren't we hearing them now?
It's not home yet.
No, but their fucking families are here. They don't have the right shit. Nobody backs them up. People don't care. Well, we got to win this war. You know why, Fez?
Why is that?
It's a war on terror. Right now, it's a war on terror.
But there weren't any terrorists there till after the war started.
Would you rather fight them there or here?
I guess I'd rather fight them in Iraq, but...
Thank you.
I think it's a different them, though. It's not the same them.
So it's different thems.
I think so.
I think sooner or later we're going to have to fight all of thems. Every last one of them. So get out of Seton Hall. You're not going there. Get back in fucking uniform and go deal. Hey, Tony. Tony, you're on Ron and Fez. Tony.
What's up, Ron?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I think it's kind of fucked up how you was there for Fez during his time of need, but Fez can't be there for you now, man, and lend you the money.
I don't understand that either, Fez. You know, when you were saying I'm your best friend...
Right.
Who's going to be my best friend?
I'm your best friend.
No, I'm your best friend.
That's true.
Has there ever been a time in your life when you were there for me?
Yeah, I've been with you all along.
No, you know what I'm talking about.
Where I've been
when I'm needed. Where I can say, Fez, take care of this.
Yeah, I would hope there's been some time.
I can't think of one. And this is the time I'm calling upon you. You're like that fucking Undertaker right now in The Godfather. But instead of fixing up Sonny for his mom to see, I want you to give me every fucking penny you have, and we either bet it on Crazy Jen's bet or Earl's bet. Earl still thinks he has it. Tell me the truth. Do you think he does?
No, I think we're back to... I don't think he has it today. I think...
There's no bets today. It's this weekend. Dave, what do you think?
I think Fez is there.
Wow, this is the stupidest fucking show ever. Do you see what I go through, Frankenberry?
Yes.
And neither one of these guys went to Fordham. Well, one went there and flunked the fuck out. How many years did it take you to get through school?
About 7.
Are you telling us the truth?
Yeah.
And then you come here for $1.380 an hour?
Well, I did the best I could, and
when I talked about firing you, Wiki told me if we got rid of you, I had to replace you with a migrant worker, and then that was still going to be even more expensive.
Well, that would be difficult for the migrant worker. They're not that strong a speaker, so just letting you know.
And you are?
I like to think so, yeah.
Razzle Dazzle. It's Board Gossip with Eastside Dave.
A little gossip.
Board Gossip time.
No, we're not doing Board Gossip.
A little. Are you sure there's plenty of gossip to go around?
Seriously, I'm in a bad mood today.
Little bit of Board Gossip?
No, none. I can't stand Board Gossip. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
If Crazy Jen were to sell 7,000 books, she would at least make the top 200 in the bestsellers list.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't seem like it's that big a deal. When I heard that kid finished 151 and it was only $7,000, I'm like, how the fuck do these guys make money off records?
Yeah, I mean, it must just be like from the top 10 to the bottom 10, just a world of difference in units sold.
I don't think so. I think the top guy normally sells about 700 more than him. I think he sells about 7,700 records. You'll go to number one. Isaac, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, Ronnie?
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you, Fez does protect you sometimes. I mean, last week he was saying how he stops you from having to talk to Wiki to learn about his house catching on fire.
Do you remember any of that talk?
I remember Wiki being on. I couldn't give you any real specifics about it.
You attacked Wiki, Opie, and say that you protect me from small talk. Which really, I'd rather hear the small talk.
Well, I do. I guess I do step in there.
Do we got some of that from the other day, Dave?
Sure. I mean, we have some of Fez crying, but we have a little bit of the Don Wicklund stuff.
Go with Fez crying. I want to hear that.
Okay.
I got, put right in the doctor's office almost a year ago to this time. I had no idea what was going on. And he put my x-ray up on the screen in his office. He had one of those little things. And he goes, "It's my belief that you're having a heart attack." And he's like, "You need to go to the emergency room immediately." And I'm like, okay. And I just kind of asked him permission, can I call my friend first? And I was like, because I knew.
I can't play this.
That is a tough listen. Never really heard it from the other side before.
All right, let's just play a little more then.
No.
I want you to see what my life is like. Go ahead.
No.
Take it back.
No matter.
Take it back? Okay.
You know what? I swear to God, even though Earl lost all the money, no one else can do his job. You're terrible in here, Dave.
No, I can.
He's a spot starter.
Thank you.
I think he's doing well.
I got, put right in the doctor's office.
We already heard all this.
Oh, my.
Just like a second or two.
Well, you can't take it back.
Earl can.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, I know he can.
He has to get out of the back office.
I can pause it, but I can't,
Yes. Can you fucking do it or not?
Yeah.
Almost a year ago to this time, I had no idea what was going on. And he put my x-ray up on the screen in his office. He had one of those little things. And he goes, "It's my belief that you're having a heart attack." And he's like, "You need to go to the emergency room immediately." And I'm like, okay. And I just kind of asked him permission, can I call my friend first? And I was like, because I knew no matter what it was, I couldn't do this without you.
Give me some money for that. For that embarrassment.
Well, I'm embarrassed now, too. There was no way I was going to be able to do whatever they had to do to me without you by my side.
Yeah, but you did the small procedure. It's a very small procedure.
It wasn't small. They went in my heart.
Through your leg. They did not crack your chest open.
Put a balloon up there.
Do it, brother. You think of your ass. You did everything.
So,
trying to stop.
I called you, and you guys got there fucking immediately. And he wanted to put me in an ambulance, but I begged him, to wait till you got there.
I'd sue that fucker. Put him in the ambulance and get him gone. Why do I have to fucking be part of it?
This is really tough.
For who?
Me.
Can you imagine being on the other side, listening to it? Are you ready to cry again?
No.
Week is over.
Out of embarrassment.
Oh.
And then you took care of everything in the emergency room. You did it all.
Bro, you did it, man. I was just fucking with you, that's all.
There's no way I could have gotten through what happened in the hospital unless you were there.
Sounds like you feel like you want to help me now when I'm down.
Yeah.
And get in on a bet and get me back to square one.
It's not that I don't want to help you. I just want to make sure we're all thinking clearly before I do help you.
Victor, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I got a question for Fez. What is this, Brokeback DJ? Peace.
I guess week is over.
It really is time to stop the tears. Dennis, you're on Ron and Fez. Whoops, let me try again. Hey, Dennis. How you doing, pal? Not working.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I think we ought to group.
What was he saying, Fez?
I think he said we all ought to have a group hug here.
I think we ought to group hug each other's throats until we're dead. Hey, Earl?
Yeah.
Stop being a baby and come in here.
I'm not sure if I can do that because you're just going to beat me with a cowbell.
Stop it. I'm not going to fucking beat you with a cowbell. Get in here and let's talk. Give me that fucking cowbell. Come on in. I'd love to see it.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to fucking hit him in. Come on in, Earl. This fucker will faint, too. Hey, Earl, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how y'all doing? Listen, I'm going to stand up for another Earl here, okay?
Yeah.
Y'all are okay with the rest of his picks, and I don't even think you know why. It has to do with the numbers 7 and 11, okay?
Right.
Okay, well, the 7th game went bad, okay? If the games reached 11, they'd go bad, too. So the thing you need to avoid with Earl, because he's all a hot one, he knows what he's doing, but the numbers 7 and 11 are historically significant. See, casino owners, they study everything about everything when it comes to gambling. And any of them will tell you, 7 and 11. If the point spread is 7 or the point spread is 11, Earl needs to avoid it. If it's game 7 that he's betting on or game 11 he's betting on, he needs to avoid it. And the reason is, coloreds just ain't good at craps.
Well, they actually play more than anybody else. Kenny, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, listen, you ever wonder if you're like running a preschool there? You are the funniest guy in radio, and the people you got to deal with in that place are unbelievable, dude. You got the patience of a saint.
You know what? I'm going to send you in a big-ass prize closet because you're the only person that understands me.
Listen, man.
The patience of a saint. Fucking kids in Catholic school should be praying to me.
And you're still funny at the same time.
I don't feel funny, brother. Let's see what we got for you in a big-ass prize closet.
We'll get you a DVD copy of Reservoir Dogs, the 15th Anniversary Edition. That is courtesy of Lionsgate. That 15th Anniversary Edition of Reservoir Dogs is in stores now.
By the way, if you really want one of these, I've got one up on eBay right now. With fake signatures by the entire cast. Zach, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I don't care if it's Earl Douglas, Fred Douglas, whatever his name is. He lost me 2 weeks' paycheck. I don't know what he's thinking. I'm thoroughly disappointed.
I am too. And, everyone thinks, oh, you take the good with the bad. Just fucking tell me when you don't know what you're doing anymore. I would have stopped betting. It's that fucking simple.
I'm sure he probably still felt lucky. Felt like he was... he probably in his head felt like he knew what he was doing.
Play me the Jinx thing, please. Take care, everybody. We'll see you after O&A on Monday.
Boise State! And that's the end of my show. Donk. Well, I'll admit that was my fault. I was drunk at the time.
Tools, you're on Ron and Fez. Tools. He had a good fucking thing about Fezzy. Tools, you there, pal? He says that Fez sounds like Aaron Neville. Let's go back and play some of Fez and see if it doesn't sound like Aaron Neville. I'll go back to the tears.
I got, put right in the doctor's office.
When he starts crying?
Almost a year ago. Okay. And I just kind of asked him permission, can I call my friend first?
That's Aaron Neville.
And I was like, because I knew no matter what it was, I couldn't do this without you.
It's very Aaron Neville. It really is.
Fortunately, I just don't have the giant mole.
Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
You said yourself a few weeks ago, best feeling from making money, gambling and dealing.
There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And what this has turned into. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should lay off Earl. I think the fact that you didn't distribute any of your winnings with him over the last 6 weeks and the fact that you can't grow a set and bet your own bets.
No. You're out of your fucking mind. Earl live large, my friend. Earl live large. Where you calling from?
Canada.
All right, when we want to talk hockey, I'll fucking give you a talk. The Iditarod or fucking hockey, I will call you. I don't mind taking shit from my own country. But when foreign fucking governments are lining up against me, I've just about had it. What are you fucking waving at me, Fez?
Oh, we're supposed to be talking with Heidi Ewing and Rachel Grady. They're the directors of Jesus Camp. We
already fucking interviewed them.
So now there's a story that Jesus Camp, the camp featured in that documentary, has closed. So we'll be talking at them. And, of course, the Ted Haggard situation. He's the reverend that appears at the end of their film and just left the New Life Church after indiscretions.
So? That's what I have to say to them. So? Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Mom?
Yeah,
Hello?
I guess you are, Brian.
Hello? You talking to me?
Go ahead, dope.
You talking to me, Ron?
$866 Run Zero Fez. 866 Run Zero Fez.
Speaking of movies, Borat #1 again over the weekend, bringing in another $29 million. That's got it up to over $67 million altogether. Santa Claus 3 was #2, and then the new film by Russell Crowe with director Ridley Scott, A Good Year, that comes in 10th.
I love when you read a list.
So they're just bringing.
What was 7th?
I don't have 7th on there. I just noticed that the Russell Crowe movie did so bad.
7th was The Departed.
6th?
Babel.
5th?
Saw 3.
4th?
Stranger Than Fiction.
All right.
I can give you 8 through 10.
Sure.
8 was The Return, 9 was The Prestige, and 10 was A Good Year.
Do me a favor, pull this clip, put it in best of.
Okay.
Maybe have one certain best of. It's just a list of what every film did over the weekend.
That's a good idea, I guess. It could be a film segment.
Yeah, film segments.
Jack Palance, he died over the weekend.
And still had a fucking better weekend than me.
He was, of course, won his Oscar for City Slickers, 87 years old. Now, he was a guy, I never knew how you said his name. I've heard Palance, and I've heard Palance. And I never knew which was the right way to say it.
Guess it don't matter no more, does it?
I guess not. I'm the same way with Jared Leto. I don't know if he's Leto or Leto.
Is he dead?
No, not yet. So he's probably still going to wonder about it. President Ford, he passed Ronald Reagan this...
Wait a minute, what year is this? President Ford?
It's 2006. But President Ford, he passed Ronald Reagan this past weekend as our longest living U.S. president. Right now he's at 93 years and 122 days. So he beat Reagan's record. And I just wonder, is it going to be a big deal, such a big deal, when Gerald Ford passes? I mean, he was only president 2 years, never got elected. And it makes me wonder if it'll get noticed, but is it going to be huge? I mean, will there be any sort of capital funeral like Reagan had?
He's a president.
Yeah, but other than the Watergate stuff and pardoning Nixon.
Oh, yeah, but they even put other people there. They put, what's her name in the rotunda, the bicycle, the bus stop lady.
Oh, yeah, Rosa Parks.
Humphrey went in a rotunda. He'll get the rotunda. It's not that big a deal. I don't think a nation will stop, but CNN will be on it. They'll do it for 3 days. I mean, all the presidents are going to come together. It's going to be a major deal because it's going to be a major funeral.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I just don't see much of it. I don't see a lot of big stuff in the news about it, probably.
Well, take a look back. It'll bring back the Watergate scandal. Everybody will look back on it. He is a historical figure.
Right, that's true. Yeah. The only guy to serve vice president and president without ever being elected to either job.
Ed, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, paybacks are a bitch. I think you should hold over Fez. He jinxes him with another heart attack unless he makes good on these bets this week.
No.
Take a look back.
Don't joke about Fez's heart attacks.
Thank you.
Kenny, you're on Ron and Fez.
I'm holding on for my CD, bro.
Take care of Kenny, man.
What's he
fucking sitting there for?
A couple of minutes.
Here's Scott. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going, buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, I think I know why he didn't go perfect this week. I could see it coming. First of all, when Fez said Boise State, like right before the show last week. Plus,
he
did
already play me back the end of the show.
It's barely audible right before it's right after the Take Care Everybody. We'll see you on O&A on Monday.
Take
and
care,
then you hear the sound effects.
O&A on Monday.
But
Boise State.
I did hear it there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And then also, he shot his wad already on picking that upset, the Democrats and the.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier in the show today, that Earl was the only person who picked that the House and the Senate would go. Well, Fez, we were talking about the film
Jesus Camp, and how Jesus Camp has now shut down the camp that was featured in the documentary.
No, they didn't shut it down. This happened separately, right?
Yeah, the director, the woman who runs the camp, shut it down. And so we have the directors of that movie, Heidi Ewing and Rachel Grady, standing by.
Hi, how are you? Welcome back to the Ron and Fez show.
Hi, how's it going?
How's your time been rolling this movie out? Has it been controversial?
Oh, it's been crazy. We've had so many unexpected reactions. It's just been kind of a wild ride, and the movie just keeps getting a second life. For example, with this Ted Haggard scandal, of course, he's in our film.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess we just hit the nail on the head when it comes to timeliness for once. I don't know.
Now, when you had met Ted Haggard, right?
Yeah, he is in one of the scenes in our film. One of the kids in our movies goes to his church to meet him because he wants to be a preacher himself.
Yeah.
And Ted gives him sort of weird advice and talks against homosexuality in the movie and starts playing with the camera. And it's we have this big scene with him. And of course, we were totally shocked when this news came out a couple weeks ago about his dalliances and drug problems, etc. So. It's been kind of crazy.
Now, I know that you're still kind of friends with a lot of the religious people from your film, and they come out and do some of the screenings with you. What was their reaction to Ted Haggard?
You know, they were shocked. I mean, you know, for born-again Christians, I think that, you know, they could have dealt with the drug problem, you know, but the fact that he has been having, you know, homosexual liaisons while speaking out against homosexuality, I mean, it's really hard for born-again Christians to, you know, justify that. So, they said they're praying for him a lot, and everyone's obviously shell-shocked by this. And, you know, he really showed himself as such a hypocrite, and I think it's hard for them to take.
Now, also, for you, we saw in the paper the other day, they are shutting down the Jesus camp?
You know, it's been really overblown, I have to say. A couple of kids broke a few windows at the campground that Becky rents once a year. I mean, they rent to like hundreds of different, you know, camps and people. So she wasn't even going to have the camp there this summer anyway. But no, she's not going back this summer. But having it being shut down is a tiny bit overblown. Right. It was some vandalism for some kids. It probably did have something to do with the movie. I mean, if they haven't been vandalized previously and suddenly they were, I mean, I have to, you know, it's probably related. Mm-hmm. But, you know, she's not going to be going back to that particular campground this summer.
How has her life changed after doing the movie with you? Is she still happy with the results?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think Becky, you know, she's taken a lot of heat, and a lot of people disagree with what she's doing, but she has no intention of stopping. And I think that, you know, she feels still glad that she was part of it. I mean, you know, what she wants to do is get her message out there. If you like it or not, you know, that's her thing, and she wants to get it out there. So, yeah, she still stands by the film as it being an accurate representation of her. And the only person that ever came out against the movie was Ted Haggard, ironically enough.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah, it is kind of strange.
And the other thing is, with the elections, the Democrats winning back the House and the Senate, do you think that a lot of those people who were so religious and so political are taking a step back from politics, or...
You know, it's interesting. I've heard this number a couple of times, that 1/3 of white evangelical Christians actually voted Democratic in this election, and that is shocking. That is not the way they normally vote. Usually it's like 85% vote Republican. So, you know, I think there's been just too many scandals, and I think what happened was the Republican Party promised the evangelicals so many things, like we'll get rid of gay marriage, and we're going to stop stem cells, and we're going to stop abortion, and that's why those people voted Republican down the line. And they haven't seen those things come to fruition to their satisfaction. So I think that they might feel a little bit duped and used, and, you know, maybe they are going to step back from politics for a little bit. I'm not sure. I don't think they're going to disappear completely. That's very unrealistic.
You know, it's really funny, too. I mean, you go all the way back to Ronald Reagan, who probably started this, and he never delivered to those people either. They never even seemed like
Ronald Reagan was not a self-professed born-again Christian. I mean, they thought they had a dead ringer in the White House because he is always talking about God, and Bush is, you know, a self-professed born-again Christian. Right. So that hasn't happened before. So sure, Reagan was, you know, definitely pandering to that group of people and really got this going. But, you know, Bush is like the most forthright, you know, evangelical to ever step in the White House. I mean, Jimmy Carter was a born-again Christian but didn't wear it on his sleeve like George Bush. Right. So that's probably why they felt that they could really, this was their moment, you know, to shine. And it didn't turn out. I mean, look, for secular people and people who are more liberal, they've already made great strides. I mean, you know, gay marriage has been stopped in several cities, and the stem cell issue is, you know, they're definitely making some strides with that. And look, the Supreme Court has moved very far to the right, and all that the federal judges that have been appointed in the last 6 years are very conservative. So, I mean, I think a liberal would say that a lot of conservative, quote-unquote, damage has been done, but for an evangelical, that's not enough. They really want to see the end of Roe versus Wade, and they were hoping George Bush would make that happen for them. So for them, they're still disappointed. They've got very, very lofty goals.
All right, Heidi, for the people around the country that it's not close to yet, do you have a DVD date coming out? Or
you know, you can still go to JesusCampTheMovie.com. It's still opening in new cities every Friday, you know, secondary markets. And the DVD probably will be out sometime this winter. But if you can see it in the movie theater, I still think it's a better experience.
I agree with you. All right, thanks so much, Heidi.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Jesus Camp, it really, really is interesting film, particularly if you didn't grow up that way, because Earl wasn't necessarily surprised by it. And I don't really think you were, right, Fez?
No, we always had things like a Jesus Camp that we could go to.
Speaking in tongues and crying and all that shit?
Yeah, a lot of really, like, because being Lutheran, we would actually hook up with more evangelical Christian groups for these things, our church would. So all that was there, but I never had to get sent to it.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is, were you around the kids speaking in tongues and crying and all that?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
So for me, that was like, far away because, the most you could do in a Catholic church is altar boy, and you got to keep your fucking pie hole shut. It's like, basically, it's like being a little Marine. Dave, you were an altar boy, right?
Yeah, I was an altar boy.
You don't get to yell anything out or improvise at all. These fucking people at their church, they're yelling shit out, they're running down the aisle. You don't get up and start to run down the aisle in a Catholic church.
You could ring the bell during transubstantiation at our church, and that's it.
The altar boy?
Yeah, a little bell ring.
Yeah, that's a nice move, too. It's because, it's close to getting to the end. It's almost like a dinner bell for me, breakfast bell.
Our church, I remember when I was little, it used to be very reverent, and, you had an order of worship and everything. And then there was kind of this group movement to try to bring more and more of this stuff into our Lutheran church. Some of this more charismatic.
So did it happen?
No, it didn't really catch on.
Okay. Because, if you really think about it, even the Catholic Church is way over to the left of where it used to be. People showing up in jeans or shorts. That would have brought a goddamn storm down on you years ago. Jim, you're on Ron and... Whoops, let me try again. Jim, go ahead, buddy. You're on the Ron and Fez show. I don't know what's going on with my phone today. Jim, we got you, pal? He was bringing up a topic I wanted to talk about. But I tell you what has really shocked me more than anything since the elections. And I almost think that at the certain time of the elections with the House and the Senate going to the Democrats, there was still such, if you weren't with that one side, you lost it. But to see how everybody has turned on Bush, even a lot of his own people, and to see the way that Bush has put a beaten look on, I got to tell you the truth, I'm shocked by it. Yeah. I never would have thought, I thought I had Bush figured out. But to see him walk around with his hat in his hand and like, hey, I'm ready to make changes in Iraq now, and I was lying before when I said I was backing up Rumsfeld, I did not think that was the kind of guy that he was.
It's weird because we got beat over the head for the past going on 4 years of here's what we're going to do in Iraq, and it is stay the course. That was it. And he was, remember I'm the decider. That was a speech not too long ago about Rumsfeld.
But it seems like he was only doing those things because he had the full power. And I really thought that his personality was stronger than it turned out to be, that he really is ready to make deals now. He's much more political than I ever thought. For some reason, in the back of my head, and it probably was wrong from the beginning, but I thought he was a little more closer to those people in terms of faith. You know what I mean? Like, even at the risk of being wrong, I thought that he would stay with it. Even at the risk of being beat, I thought he would stay with it, but he's not that way at all.
No, now he's meeting with Howard Baker and all the gang from the first Bush administration. I think that's going on today for a new Iraq plan.
Here's our buddy Paul O. We haven't talked to him in a couple of weeks. How you doing, Paul?
Hey, Paul, how you doing? You like the movie?
Paul, what's going on with your movie? All right, we got problems with your phones too.
Oh, well, you can call me on the regular line, but no problem.
We'll call you back on the regular line. The phones are dry. I'm telling you, even though I can't stand Earl and what he did to me, we can't run the show without him. This is how fucking trapped I am. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. I'm a Republican, and I voted straight Democrat this time on the federal level. Basically, I'm one of those small government Republicans, and when both houses and the president are Republican, they were just being too activist. So I just wanted to get it so the government was kind of fighting with each other as opposed to foisting anything on us.
You kind of felt like you lost your Republican Party, though, the last couple of years?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just not the Ronald Reagan conservative party that it used to be, where, get off your back and out of your pockets.
I don't know what happened or why they gave themselves up, but a big part of that was just for the rights, the religious rights votes that they could deliver.
Right.
And it does seem like they turned out to be more PC than the Democrats are.
Yeah, and the funny thing is there's a lot of us out there who are like we're small government and First Amendment type conservative Republicans. Like I'm a pornographer by trade, and I'm a Republican, and it's like when I see what they're doing, like they're oppressing us, and then they're taking people's voices away in other ways. That's not what a conservative Republican.
Well, the FCC blew up over the last couple of years, where the fines have gotten so fucking crazy.
Absolutely.
And that was supposed to be against that libertarian arm of the Republican Party.
Right.
Seems to be gone. They seem to have lost their power. All right, thanks a lot, Mike.
Okay.
866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Now, speaking about pornographers by trade, let's get back to Paulo. Paul.
Yes, sir.
We haven't talked to you for a while. I guess you stopped reviewing movies for us?
No, I have not. I mean, first of all, usually I respond to very specific prompts from Earl, and because I'm a little emotionally frayed, so if I'm called upon, I always serve, no problem. But Earl didn't call me the last couple of weeks, so I just retreat to my cubbyhole as such.
Earl, I know for a fact, called you over the last few weeks.
No, I was called during my sleep time, so I wasn't aware that but usually he calls me the night before. That's all. Right.
Okay, so he called you at the wrong times. All right, so you haven't stopped reviewing movies.
I've not stopped reviewing movies by any means, but of course I will say this is that to a certain extent I'm a little upset with the negativity that I deal with from the listeners.
Right, I understand.
And I try. I just want positive things. That's all I'm saying. And I don't mind a legitimate discussion of movies. But
Paul, I backed you up 1,000,000%.
I agree. I understand.
I am proud that you broke your wedding vows. I'm proud that you're cheating on your sick wife.
Now, again, I'm trying to be happy in my life. That's all I'm saying.
Sure. We all are.
And again, I really wasn't trying to do anything, bring that to the head, but you just kept asking me, so I felt it was time to be honest.
I'm glad you did. Now, from what I understand, your movie Gap has been shelved indefinitely.
Now, I don't know who would tell you that. Exactly.
I got that from Earl.
Well, Earl...
What's happened, Paulo?
No, it's not been shelved in any way. Now, what problems were, there were some issues with various people and contracts. There were, so these things were unfortunate because the biggest problem is, as a small independent film, I have no infrastructure. I don't, everything has to be done by me, essentially. And so now I'm in the final stage, which is just getting some tapes which didn't have sound on them back to me, so I can start the editing process. That's the final thing. That's it.
So you still haven't edited it yet?
No, but it's an easy edit.
You shot this thing in 46 hours, and it still hasn't been edited?
Exactly the point. I mean, the shooting couldn't have gone better. Then everything afterwards, there were just a lot of inconsequential things that kind of blew up, and it kind of upset me. But if I had a big studio behind me, they would handle all these problems, and I could just be the artist.
Now, oddly enough, I went over to get a burger across the street at the burger joint, and saw written on the wall there, Crotch Critter, Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
So that's the producer of your movie who's basically tagging different places in the area.
Well, again, Crotch Critter was a person that I personally liked and wanted to keep in the project, but there was a lot of conflict with a lot of other people.
He's still in the project, though, right?
My understanding, as far as I understand it, is that we worked a contract around now, so he's involved with another project, so he's not conflicting with anyone.
Gap 2?
So he's off this project?
Well, that's my...
Because he's the only person I trust right now.
I understand that's kind of what it is that he's out there.
Now, here's my idea for the Polo movie, right?
Yes. Okay.
All right, now, you know how they are releasing films now on DVD, pay-per-view, and the theater all on the same day?
Right.
Do you think that we could be really fucking famous here if we were the first time ever to release a film straight to Pal Talk, where we take one of our cameras here, we put it on the screen, and it goes straight to Pal Talk?
I'm willing to listen to these ideas.
Dave, I know that you're pretty connected, right?
Yes.
Could we do some kind of a screening where, like, we have a red carpet set up, but, oh, here comes Tian, here comes Happy Typing Girl, here comes Mike the Teacher, here comes General Bam, you know, it's all like that. Just Pal Talk, people. Then everyone sits down and watches this thing on Pal Talk. Gap.
I think that could definitely be done. That would be the most innovative thing I've ever heard, yeah.
Yeah.
It's unheard of. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, my original idea was to sort of do the whole, southern circuit, you know, those small theaters in the South, and sort of just build it up a little, and then hit the big cities.
Then hit Pal Talk.
Pal Talk sounds good. If I
don't know. Maybe it's a crazy idea. I didn't want to put it out there, and I bet that the fucking newspapers would pick up on it. Maybe you don't even show the whole movie. You show them half. You say it's the whole movie, and then you just show them half, and then you put your face in the screen and yell, "Fuck you!" If you want to see the rest of it, you've got to go to the southern theaters.
Well, actually, I like that idea. I like the getting up in the middle of the movie and saying "fuck you."
Right. We don't tell them we're going to do that. We do that anyway.
All right.
And then you flash.
And then you've got
then you and your wife make mad love in front of the Pal Talk camera.
Well, you know about the whole situation with my wife, so I mean we're not going to get in. But I mean,
then your lover.
Are you still with your lover?
What I'm trying to say is that my life is nerve-wracking, and I need positivity from the audience. And as you say, people may not understand what I've been through over the years, and I try and make it not about me. I just want to make it about the movie reviews now. Then, when I'm ready, I release Gap and make it less about me, because people seem to think I want to make it about me. I want to make it about the movies. That's it, and that's all I've ever been about. I mean, to retreat into my hole and go to the...
I think I can get Mafia Life, Chris, and Frenchie to come to the premiere.
That's star-studded.
Yeah.
That's Pal Talk star-studded.
Very good, very good. Well, as I say, the film the shooting went great. Then we've had lots of problems. I need to finally get the final tapes back in my hands so I can edit them. The editing shouldn't take long. I've talked about 35 different editors to help me. No problems. And
now, are we going to be yelling at the screen in a very Rocky Horror way?
I think that's part of it. I think the film is designed to be offensive and upsetting to people. So by the end of the movie, you should have the whole theater basically in riot mode out into the streets.
By theater, do you mean Pal Talk, people sitting in front of their computers?
Well, I'm not really thoroughly understanding the Pal Talk, and I mean, but it's fine. We're going to do the Pal Talk, no question. At some point, I mean, it's just when we do the Pal Talk.
It'll be the premiere.
This will be huge. This sounds like a great film. They had one camera and 35 editors on it.
Now we have 30. We don't have 35 editors, which I'm choosing among 35 editors actually, but
just the two lights out front. Well, look what is. Here comes Big A and Stalker Patty. Everybody's turning out tonight for Gap, the brand new film by Paul O, exclusively on Pal Talk.
Who are you wearing, Stalker Patty? Starbucks.
But the film would be good on Pal Talk or screens, either one.
Right.
So I mean, whatever whenever we finally decide the marketing team.
Right. Well, we don't need to make a real lot back before we start paying me, because I want first dollar.
I can't see how I can give you. Well, you can get like first dollar, then somebody else gets the next dollar, then somebody else gets the next dollar, then everybody gets $1.
I'm going to be in charge of the accounting.
Okay.
I'm finally getting involved in this.
Well, we are actually looking for accountants.
Good.
To trust. I mean, accountants are not people you normally can trust.
All right, Paula, we got to take a break and then end the show. So you're going to be back with the show again?
I absolutely. Is Earl okay? I heard some rumors.
Earl has been MIA today. He's taking a day for himself.
Okay.
He's a little afraid of me.
Okay.
He started out sincere. At the end, I felt like he was playing me.
Okay.
I feel like Fez is playing me today. Dave has been a disaster.
Okay.
So I think everyone's just fucking with me today.
Well, Earl, Dave, either one of those guys, as long as they call me and let me know so I feel secure that I'm needed, I'm there, 100%. No question, sir.
Listen to me, Paul.
Yes, sir.
First film ever released, premiering on Pal Talk. I bet HBO will go fucking crazy when they do this.
I'll blindly trust your judgment in this at this point.
Well, just think about it. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, bud.
Ron and Fez Show.
The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.
Ron and Fez Show. What the hell happens with this team? What's going on, Dave?
Not me. I do the same thing that we always do. We hit the next button, and the commercials didn't fire. But it's not.
Well, why wouldn't we come right back on in here?
Because it's timed out. We thought that maybe DC was playing the commercials.
Do me a favor.
So that we couldn't hear them.
Try to figure out what Earl does, and then do that every day from now on.
Okay.
All you had to do was throw us back on the air. Then we start talking, and if we get interrupted for commercials, that's better than having dead air, right?
Yes. That is
because Fez and I only hear dead air in here anyway. We don't hear commercials. So why wouldn't you let us know you had a problem?
Well, we had called ECC and thought that the commercials were running.
And then your phones are blowing up saying there's dead air, right?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you listen to the fucking listeners? You're sitting next to Johnny, right?
Yeah.
You turn on the mics, you tell us to go, we start talking, and then if the commercials interrupt us, fine. It's not a big deal.
That's true.
All you have to do is let us know. Did you see Saturday Night Live the other night, Ronnie?
Yeah.
That was actually a very good episode for a Saturday Night Live for a change. With Alec Baldwin as the host.
It's always funny when Alec Baldwin hosts a show.
He's like having two different careers, where it's like he had his movie career where he was a dramatic actor. Now he's having this comedian career where he's just hysterical.
Well, he's not a comedian, he's an actor, but he's playing comedy.
Right.
But what they need on that show is seasoned actors. Not people who don't perform or a bunch of 19-year-old people. That's been the problem with the show.
I also noticed this, too. The sketches were a lot shorter than they've usually been.
They probably feel shorter, because if something isn't funny, it's fucking painful. The other thing they did was add some guest stars, brought in, Tony Bennett, an older actor, to do something. It was funny stuff.
It really
good all the way. But it was this exact kind of shit that we were talking about that they should be doing when we were talking about it on this show. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, you got a dead air cowbell?
I'm going to tell you something right now, Dave. The fact that Earl had a little fucking breakdown and got all retarded and he was in here and out of here and afraid to come in and talk to me, which I don't even get, but he's still better than you.
Yeah, I would agree.
I swear to God, shit can this fucking show. I don't want this show to show up this weekend. I just want it fucking shit canned.
I will do that.
And you know what to write on it? Dave. Just write across the fucking tape, Dave. We'll know what it means. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah.
I went to the Saturday Night Live show last Saturday, and it wasn't really that great.
I was rolling at home. I loved it.
I thought it killed.
What's that?
I thought it killed. I watched it at home. I thought it was a really, really funny show.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've been watching it over the years, and it just isn't the same with like Chris Farley and all the other comics.
Well, I mean, it's a 30-year-old show. Chris Farley wasn't going to stay on anyway. The point is this. You're always going to have new people. They have some strong new blood on there now. The writing needed to be a little better. This week was just one of the fucking weeks. They had a good host. They hit a home run. I got to agree with Fez there.
One thing they were doing, like, even the cast members that had, like, small parts in sketches, like Maya Rudolph, when they were in that Brazilian club, that sketch, She's just hysterical being in the background. It was just really, I mean, everybody was really on their stuff.
Mike, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ron, I'm in Boise, Idaho, and I just passed a bank that the neon sign said, "Way to go, Broncos."
I hate Boise State. I fucking honestly do.
Well, how can you listen to him, a black guy, about, you know, there's only 4 people in Boise other than the football players that are black.
He just went off track from what he normally does. It was an awful weekend. I'm going to try to put it behind me. Forget about it. I come into this train wreck of a fucking show, and it reminds me there's even worse things in life. My staff. Stephanie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, I don't want to stick up for Dave, but I'm not sure if it was his fault because I was listening to another station, and dead air happened on that station as well, and I switched over to you, and you were dead also.
I know, but again, the point was, if the dead was coming out of D.C., all we had to do, because the intern thing that we ran out of here popped up on the air. So all we had to do was crack the mics and start talking.
All right. Well, I mean, again, I don't want to stick up for Dave, but I got to tell you, as stupid as he is, I do love him.
Well, that's very sweet of you.
Thank
Dave,
you.
It's your fan.
Thank you, Stephanie. And I love
You're
you,
welcome,
too.
Dave.
Stephanie, if you would like,
yeah.
I don't know when we're planning it, but you are invited to come here when we do the Pal Talk premiere of Gap, Paulo's movie.
Oh, I would love to do that. Would my husband be able to come along as well?
Yeah, we'll work it out. Call us as we get closer.
If he can get a tux.
Okay.
And remember, we are not paying for you to get here, and we're not putting you up.
That's okay.
You'll just watch the screen as it's being recorded. Thank you. Sean, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hello?
Go ahead, Sean.
Hey, Fezzy.
Yes.
Hey, go in there and take that jar of jelly away from Dave so he can fucking concentrate on his job.
I'm sure everything's all sticky in there.
There ain't no jelly in here right now.
If there's a jelly full of cock in there, I'm going to go fucking nuts, Dave. Today was supposed to be your day. Your day to stand up for yourself. What do you do well?
Razzle Dazzle. It's Board Gossip with Eastside Dave.
A little gossip,
Board Gossip time.
It's not, Dave, we're not going to do it. Dead Air Dave is not going to do Board Gossip today.
Please, I have a couple things I'd like to say. I'd like to chat about Stephanie.
Do it tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow will be Board Gossip Day.
Thank you.
But you did pick up another nickname, Dead-Eye Dave.
Dead Air.
Dead Air Dave.
Dead Eye when he starts fucking shooting things.
Iraq's prime minister says he thinks Saddam Hussein's death sentence will be carried out by the end of the year. So we could get a New Year's hanging in Iraq. And Egypt's prime minister is saying don't do it because violence is just going to explode all over the frickin' place.
Tony Blair said the same thing.
Yeah, Tony Blair going with the European Union saying, listen, this isn't the way to go. But the Iraqis seem dead on hanging this guy. And as fast as they can. So I guess the way it works is he gets an appeal. The appeal can last as long as it takes, but once he loses that, the hanging takes place within 30 days. So they think they can have him hung in 06.
Think it's a bad move, though?
I think it's a bad move. I think then he's really the martyr, you know? The Sunnis are fighting the Shias there anyway, whether they call it civil war or not. And the Sunnis love Saddam. And you're just, when you execute that guy, it's not going to help the situation in that country. I think it's a really bad idea.
Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, you buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, I got 3 things for you, Ron, that'll make you feel so much better.
Yeah.
Sand in the jelly, stent punch, and more cowbell.
See you later, my friend. I shouldn't even came in today. I should have called off today.
What? One of those, I know everybody's feeling bad today. That's for sure.
Why is anybody else feeling fucking bad? I'm the one who fucking lost. Why should everybody else feel bad? That's what I don't understand.
Well, I know Earl feels really bad for letting you down.
Twice. Once he comes in and hides in the fucking office. calling from the office. It's fucking ridiculous. Doesn't even make sense. Jameson, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie, I don't want to enable you, but if you want to relapse, I got whatever you need, number one. But two, could you guys...
I'm fucking serious. Why fucking stay sober in this world?
Why wouldn't you? Why would you? Being sober sucks. And also, could you guys please stop accepting calls from anywhere south of New Jersey? Because, I wasn't the valedictorian in my high school, but the next time I hear, hey, Fez, fucking kill myself.
All right, just for the next day, Cape May is as far south as we go.
Can you put that call block on there?
You're from Florida, Fez. I thought you'd be sticking up for him. You remember how much you loved Florida the other day? Remember, Fez?
1 sec.
You loved Florida? How great it was? Member and setup. And setup. Maybe you'd like to toast your home state of Florida. I don't think people know how you feel about Florida.
Florida, Ronnie?
Yes, Florida.
Florida?
Florida, yes.
Where I was born,
Where you were born and raised.
The Pinellas Park, Florida area.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You go to Florida, that is the place to vacation. Oh, my God. Go to South. If you're living, if there's a pulse in your body, my God, go to South Beach. Yeah. Go to Miami Beach. Enjoy that. Check out Orlando, Florida, if you're a little bit older and have some kids. Oh, my God. You're not going to get it. Your kids will love you forever if you take them to Orlando, Florida. Take them to Walt Disney World's resort. You take them to Universal Studios, Florida. Oh, my God. There may even be a replay of The Hideout on in Orlando that you want your kids to listen to.
Sure.
You talk about red state, blue state? Oh, my God, there's Florida. It's the best of both worlds. Yeah, I guess I did kind of go off on Florida.
What is that accent? It's not southern. I don't know what it is when you're drinking.
I think it's over-enunciating, where I'm trying too hard not to slur.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. My God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Hey, is that, are we actually fucking talking about taking the Lord's name in vain there?
Yeah. That really shocks me. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My God. Oh, my God. I usually don't say that.
All right, I got to buck myself up here. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, during the dead air, the 5 minutes of dead air, I was able to reflect, and this is the worst Ron and Fez show since you've gone to XM.
Wow. Worse since we've come to XM.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to send you into the big-ass prize closet.
Thank you, Ron.
For actually being honest with us. It's the first honest person today. Marco, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
You know, when Fez is drinking, he kind of sounds like Marge Simpson.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My God. Oh, my God. My God.
Holy shit, you're not laughing there, Ronnie, are you?
Yeah, I was laughing because it did seem at the time like it was just a completely different person.
It feels like it because I'm not really into the blasphemy that much. I never have been.
Then why did you have a heart attack, Fezzy? Why did you have a heart attack? Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Wanted to see what's up with Mr. Perfect. Haven't heard the show. Did you guys win this weekend?
That person's just being a smartass, Ron.
Are they, Fez?
Yes, they are.
Or is it just a person who wonders? You're so used to us winning week after week. Week after week. Well, tonight's a big game. Fezzy, your Bucks are taking on Carolina.
Yeah, Tampa Bay at Carolina. Tampa Bay giving up 9.5 points. Getting 9.5 points. They're the underdogs.
No, they won in Carolina last year, right?
Yeah, last year, towards at the end of the season.
So here we go. Time to pick it up.
So it'd be nice if they could pull off another win in Carolina. Almost 1 year later.
That's the end of my show. Donk. Sure.
I watched it for a little while. I like to watch things on TV. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of. Satellite's gone way up to Mars. Soon it'll be filled with parking cars. I watched it for a little while. I love to watch things on TV. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of. I've been told that you've been bold with Harry, Mark, and John. Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday to Thursday with Harry, Mark, and John. Satellite's gone up to the skies. Things like that drive me out of my mind. I watched it for a little while. I love to watch things on TV. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love.
Ron Bennington, Fez Wadley, The Ron and Fez Show.
XM 202.